Too late.
Oh.
Too late.
Do we have a link?
Jesus.
Where's the link?
Yeah, I'll post the link. It should be the same one every
Thank you.
time, I think, but I'll just post it so you guys
I
don't
have
have
to
to go
scroll up
finding
then.
it.
I don't want to
Yeah, I
do
know.
that.
I
got
tried to
you.
scroll up.
My dog
and
is
I
being a
missed
bit of
it.
a nerd.
All right. The link is posted in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and start with our recap from session 3. Session 3 started with Zalen waking up from his long rest that he had separate from everybody else in the party because he was off doing his own thing, trying to research the amulet that he had stolen and then kept a hold of. When he awoke from this long rest, he found the amulet was actually whispering to him, and he, without hesitation, decided to wear this amulet and immediately felt a unusual weight to it. He then joined the rest of the party with everybody getting ready for dinner with the rest of the cloister with the kobolds of Dragon's Rest. Dinner got off to a great start until some unexpected visitors crashed the party. A group of zombies barged in and nearly killed Grandma Sparkles. Luckily, the party was able to defeat the zombies, and Iramir was even able to heal Grandma Sparkles back to full health. At that point, Renara had come in. She was trying to discover what was happening, and she was able to deduce that the zombies are being drawn by the amulet in Zalen's possession. She attempted to plead with Zalen to hand over the amulet so that she may destroy it, but he defiantly refused. She had no choice but to banish Zalen from the cloister until he agrees to get rid of the amulet in order to protect the residents of the cloister. The rest of the party decided to remain in the cloister overnight to rest and recover all their spell slots and all their HP from the battle. Zalen was able to try and find some solace on the beach that they had previously arrived on. Zalen attempted again to communicate with the amulet, but he didn't hear anything in return at that moment. He fell asleep as he murmured to it, and during his slumber, he experienced a dream or a nightmare that felt very real. He saw Roscoe, who had ordered him to return his amulet, and soon Roscoe's figure became a deformed monstrosity, and his true voice came out, the voice of Orcus. Zalen found himself drowning in a pool of blood, fighting to take a breath as he was forced to agree to find Roscoe on the island and return the amulet. When he awoke, he still felt like he was suffocating, but luckily this feeling subsided before any serious damage was caused. He attempted to finish his long rest after he regained his breath, but he was then awoken just a few hours short of that long rest by sand being kicked into his face. And the rest of the party was very ready to set sail, or rather row, to the caves to find the red mushroom, the ruby morsel, that Varnoth had mentioned, that Varnoth had asked the party to find in order to heal Tarnak, who had written about the ruby morsel in his journal. So that is where we start off with today's session, is everybody was getting aboard this small rowboat. It's going to be the 5 of you. Jeff Gordon and Finn are MIA again for the session. They will be staying in Dragon's Rest until they're able to join again. Zalen, we all know, is not able to join the immediate game, but he might jump in later. So he's going to be in the boat with you guys, but he just will be kind of in the background for now until he is able to join. So with that being said, everybody's in the boat. Are you guys ready to set sail?
Yes.
Yar.
Awesome.
You betcha.
Awesome. So you guys follow the directions of Varnoth. She had drawn a map with directions where basically you go out of this inlet, this little bay area outside of Dragon's Rest that you had approached from before. You go west, which is going to be a left turn out of the inlet, and you just follow the island down the southern part of the island, and then you start to loop around towards the east at the very tip of it. And she said it would be very hard to miss. It's just a giant hole in the cliff face that you'll be able to clearly see as long as you stay close to the island. So that's exactly what you guys do. You set sail, or row your boat, I should say, next to the cliff face. And the cliff face that you see is not like that in Dragon's Rest. There's no kind of, stairway up or slight change in elevation over time. It is a dead drop, 90 to 100 feet in the air. And then at the bottom of the cliffs, there are these large, sharp rocks that you guys are rowing away from to make sure that you are not going to crash into them, and you can hear the sounds of the waves as they crash into the rocks. You can feel the sea breeze blow in your hair, and you can smell the smell of sea salt in your nostrils. The current is relatively calm, so there's kind of a slight bounce as the waves go under your boat, kind of lift you up for a second before gently returning you down into the trough of the wave. It almost feels like a rocking sensation, very peaceful, calm rocking. And you guys follow this side of the island for roughly 3.5 hours, which is what Varnoth had kind of estimated the trip to be. And are there any kind of actions or party interactions anybody's going to be doing during this time?
Not for me.
Okay. So it's a nice, quiet trip. Maybe some small talk, but nothing of note. Zalen himself is trying to take a nap. He's in the back of the boat, just trying to keep a low profile. He's a pretty short guy, so he's not taking up much space. And he's trying to regain that final hour of rest he needs to gain his spell slots back. The rest of you, just so that I have some information on how the boat kind of looks like, right? The way this boat is situated is that there's enough room for one person to be at the very front, the tip of the boat, and then everybody behind them is going to be in rows of two. So who would like to be at the front of the boat?
I'll be at the front of the boat.
Okay. And who would be the next two people behind Bobby?
Me and Canis.
Yep. I was going to say,
Alright.
I'll be there.
Perfect. So Maple, that's going to put you in the back with Zalen, who again is sleeping, so he's not really doing much of anything right now. So after about 3.5 hours time, which by the way, Bobby, you are still suffering from your hangover that was going to last 6 hours. So this is a little over halfway through your hangover. You're feeling a little bit better, but still are suffering the negative effects, which was the disadvantage on attack rolls and dexterity checks and saving throws. So after 3.5 hours, you guys see exactly what Varnoth had described, this giant hole in the side of the cliff that you have been rowing past for hours now. You now see some variation in this hole. And looking into this cave, you expect it to be completely dark, void of any light, but you see some small specks of light on the walls and even on the ceilings. And so it's a little bit strange as you get closer and you enter the cavern properly. There is a small little inlet of water that carries into this cave. So you are able to row into the cave itself. And after you enter the cave and you're shrouded completely from the sunlight, you get a better look at the source of illumination from within the cave itself. Again, growing on the walls, on the ceilings, around the stalactites above, you see giant clusters of glowing mushrooms with these beautiful colors of greens and blues, oranges, yellows, all the colors you can imagine of these various mushrooms. And even as you look over the boat, you can see at the bottom of this inlet of water, you can see mushrooms at the very base of the water that are growing on the surface, that are refracting their light up to the surface itself. You can see from the boat. Dead ahead of you, you see a set of stairs. And at this point, I'll start sharing the map as well. You see a set of stairs that look like they're made of natural stone, and you can't quite tell whether or not it's the tides that have kind of carved out these stairs over time, or if someone or something has manually carved these out with tools. But nonetheless, you see some stairs that are very probable to be used to go up. You can't really see past the stairs because of how high up they go and how low you are comparatively. But you do see that there's a large open chamber past those stairs that appears to be maybe 60, 70 feet high in the sky. In the center of that chamber, you can see from your vantage point right now, there is a hole at the top of that chamber in the dead center that is seemingly leading to the surface, and you can see a beam of sunlight that's coming down from that one direction. You continue to see those glowing mushrooms kind of along the higher parts of the walls and the ceiling and that open chamber ahead of you. And you can also hear the sound of rushing water, and not just the water that is hitting against the stairs that you're approaching or hitting against your boat. It sounds as though there's water flowing in the cavern itself, kind of echoing out. And you guys, I'm assuming you guys are choosing to go forward into this cave?
Yes.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
Sure, that's why we're here.
Perfect. The current's actually pulling you along, so you don't have to row very hard at all to make some progress and get closer to those stairs, because the current's going to pull you naturally forward. And Bobby, you being at the tip of the ship, you're kind of peering over. You're admiring all the different beautiful colors, trying to get over that last little bit of hangover, perhaps getting ready to hurl over the edge. And you're looking down at the mushrooms down below and just admiring their colors. And then slowly, they're covered in shadow. And it starts to be a shadow emerging from underneath your boat, seemingly. And as the shadow grows larger and larger to the point where it's covering all of the light from underneath you coming from those mushrooms on the bottom of this sea floor, you're looking down at the shadow as two giant eyeballs, probably around 6, maybe even 8 inches in diameter, open up and look straight up at you.
There's something in the water.
As you say that,
it.
4 tentacles also emerge from the water, hovering over the boat and all of you in there. Everybody, please roll for initiative.
I got a nat 20 with my new dice.
Hey.
I'm gonna cry.
Hey.
I got a
Finally.
nat 1 with the digital dice.
Oh shit.
I got a 16.
Oh my god. Look, you see how it says 20 right there? That's a big deal,
I
buddy.
got a 13.
I got a nat 20. That's really good. You should give me a pat on
All
the head.
right.
Thanks. Okay, go to bed. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not muted. I'm sorry.
All right, so Katniss with the nat 20. Who else rolled? Bobby, you rolled in here. Perfect. Iramir, what was yours?
16.
Oh, it's already in here. Perfect. And Maple? Maple, what was your initiative?
Wait, talking to me, sorry?
Yep.
Oh, sorry, 13.
13. Perfect. All right. You got lucky. Our octopus here rolled pretty low. And so, Katniss, you're going to be starting with your initiative of 20. This thing, there's a tentacle within 5 feet of you for sure. You can't quite hit what appears to be the head of this octopus, but you can definitely hit one of the tentacles that's to the side of the boat.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my let's see. I'm trying to think which one's gonna hit better. I'm going to use my hand axe to chop at it.
Okay, go ahead and roll for
Gross.
your hit DC.
Okay. So 18, 19, 21, 23.
Yeah, 23 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay. 6.
Oh, and I also have the music going, just in case, making sure everybody's listening to the cool combat music.
I do.
Mhm.
I have it. 4.
Awesome.
That was a 4 for the damage.
4 damage. Okay. Yeah, you cleave at this tentacle with your hand axe. You do a nice slash. It makes contact, visceral contact, as blood sprays out from this octopus. But the blood looks weird. It's got almost like a black color to it, not the kind of red color you would expect from a normal creature. So it does a little bit of damage, but the tentacle is still there, and it kind of shakes around. And if a tentacle had eyes, it would be looking at you right now. It's pretty pissed off that you sliced at it.
Oops.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
At this point, no.
Okay. That's going to bring us to Iramir. You're next up. Maple, you're going to be after Iramir.
I'm gonna hit with my longsword.
Perfect. Just like with Katniss, there is a separate tentacle that's in front of you. All these
Okay.
things obviously are connected to the octopus, but it's kind of hard to demonstrate different tentacles surrounding the boat on the map. So just so that you're aware of what's close by to you.
Okay. I hit DC 17.
That absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
5.
Perfect. So you absolutely slice that thing with your long sword. You take 2 hands across the long sword as you do a giant side swipe. You connect with it. Similar thing. It sprays out a little bit of that black oozing blood and kind of withers around. and you do 5 points of damage.
I want to hit it with Divine Smite as well.
Oh, fuck yeah, go for it.
I got a 12.
Whew. Yikes. So that first slice, it kind of went through it and did pretty good damage, but then you kind of heat the blade up with your radiant energy. Your hands start to have that kind of a golden glow to them that sprouts up through the rest of your blade as it connects with the octopus, and it does a great deal of damage as you see it, as that tentacle kind of shakes back and forth violently and then retracts back into the water.
Nice.
Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No.
Perfect. Maple, you're up. Next up is going to be the spore octopus. Bobby, you'll be after the octopus.
So the tentacles are protruding out of the water. Are they within like an arm's length reach of the boat?
Yeah, they're within 5 feet, within melee range.
Okay, I'm gonna try something. I don't know if it's gonna work or what the effect
Okay.
might be. I want to reach out off the edge of the boat, not like off balance or anything crazy, but I want to try and cast shape water to freeze a 5x5 block that encapsulates one of the tentacles.
Okay. I believe with that particular cantrip, it says you can't freeze water if there's a creature, being, or whatever the wording is in the water. Can you double check for that for me?
Oh no! Provide there are no creatures. You can freeze water. Sorry, you are entirely correct. I'm gonna change what I'm doing here. It may be ineffective, but I'll cast Firebolt actually and hit the first tentacle that had a bit of a bullet but didn't explode.
Okay, great. Go ahead and roll for the hit on that one.
Oh crap! I hit the fucking virtual die. It's gonna be 30 minutes. Give me a second. I'm going to grab my real die. Oif. Oif, oif, oif. It's an 8.
You cast your firebolt, you aim at the tentacle, and as you cast the firebolt, the tentacle kind of flails a little bit, just barely dodges the firebolt as it ricochets off and hits the side of the cavern, landing in some of the glowing mushrooms are now caught on fire in the background.
Wah wah. Okay. Unfortunately, that's basically all I can do for this run. So yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Next up is the octopus's turn. It has 3 tentacles exposed at the moment, and it is able to use all 3 of these separately. So it is going to go after Bobby, Katniss, and then there's another tentacle between Bobby and Iramir, and it's going to go after Iramir with that 3rd tentacle that's still close to Iramir. All right, first up is going after Bobby. What is your armor class, Bobby?
It's 14.
Yeah, it definitely hits you. It connects, and it's going to do... Oh, shit. It's going to do 7 points of damage.
Damn.
As that tentacle goes straight in the air and slams down on you. And it actually, as it hits you pretty fucking good, and it also slams down into the boat and does pretty significant damage to the front part of the boat that you're on, as water is starting to come on board the boat as well.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Sorry, how much damage did I take?
You took 7 points of damage.
Gotcha.
And then for Katniss, it rolled a 2, so that definitely doesn't hit even with its bonuses. And then this one is I'm going to assume that this next one hits you. It is a 17 plus a 5, so 22, Iramir.
My armor class is 18.
Yeah, so it connects with you. And what it's going to do is it's actually going to grapple around you. So go ahead and give me a strength saving throw. So basically what's happening is The tentacle is wrapping around you, it's squeezing you to do damage, and it's going to try and hold on to you after the fact.
21.
21. Okay. So it squeezes you. It also does 7 points of damage to you. And as it tries to kind of squeeze you and tries to yank you down into the water, you're able to, with your strength, kind of save yourself from falling down into the water as the tentacle kind of loses its grip on you and goes back to being in the air, ready to strike down. And that is going to be the end of the octopus's turn. Bobby, you're now up.
All
Katniss,
right.
you're up next after him.
Okay.
So I will bonus action rage
Beautiful.
for the first time. And then I will take a swing at the closest tentacle to me.
Okay, I will say, yeah, there's 2 tentacles, but like I said, probably doesn't matter which one you hit. They're
The one
all...
that attacked me.
Oh, okay,
I'll
you
go
want
for
revenge. Okay, go ahead and roll for your hit and tell me what you get.
Fuck, I need to look that up. It doesn't say it on my sheet. Sorry, one second. I just need to see how much my rage is giving me as a bonus. It's 2 damage, okay. First to hit. Oh, that's good. A non-natural 20.
Nice, dirty 20. You definitely hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
And so it's 8 plus 2 for the rage. So 10 damage.
Very nice. You take a big old swing with your great axe, and it definitely...
I'm supposed to roll a disadvantage, aren't I?
Oh, shit. Oh,
Oh, it's the
Yeah,
same
that's-
number. We're good.
Ooh. Okay, we can keep that damage roll since you already did the damage roll and
Yeah.
you got literally the same number to hit. Let's go ahead and just keep that. What was it? 8 plus 2, so a 10.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, you sliced right into that thing, that same tentacle that just slammed down into you and also damaged your boat as water is rapidly coming on board, I should add. And that tentacle gets cut almost in half. It's still kind of connected, but it definitely cleaves through a lot as that tentacle also retracts into the water. There are now 2 tentacles above the water.
Oh, that'll be the end of my turn.
Beautiful. Katniss, we're back around to you.
Okay. I'm gonna keep attacking with my hand axe on the one closest to me.
Yep, there's one in front of you. It's between you and Bobby, and then there's one in front or between Bobby and Iramir.
Okay. Bobby, what's your health right now?
9 out of 16.
9. Iramir, what's yours?
4 out of 11.
Jesus Christ, you guys. Okay. All right. So I'll go towards the one, I guess. Yeah, the one closest to me. That's fine.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for your hit.
I got 10.
You swing with your great axe, and it just barely misses. Like, it's so close to hitting. There's, imagine an octopus arm. It has those suction cups on it. It goes right in between 2 of the suction cups, just barely missing the tentacle itself.
Oh, that sucks. Okay.
A near miss.
And I'm close enough, to touch Bobby and Iramir.
Yeah, you
Sorry,
are,
right.
within half an arm's distance. It's a
Okay.
very cramped boat. It's probably too large on the map, but it was very hard to fit all the pictures together.
I'm gonna do cure wounds. I grab Iramir's arm. So that's 1d8 plus 5. 7. 12. That's gonna be 12 for her because that's plus 5.
Awesome. Iramir, go ahead and add 12 to your total HP. It's going to bring you back up to your max amount. Katniss is... Sorry, what?
So I don't go above 11, right?
Right, you don't go above 11.
Okay.
She's like, I'm super, super healed.
Yeah.
Extra
health.
heal. I mean, temp hit points are a thing, but not right now. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn, Katniss?
No. No, that's
All right, beautiful. Iramir, you are up. Maple, you're going to be after her.
I want to cast hit DC or Sacred Flame. So
All right.
this doesn't have a hit DC.
I think it
the
has.
octopus has to do it.
Yeah, what's the saving throw on that one?
Dexterity 13.
Dexterity 13. All right, beautiful. Let me find my d20. Yeah, that is going to fail its saving throw. Go ahead and roll for damage.
4.
All right, that definitely that hits. It does a little bit of damage as you see that sacred flame, that ball of golden holy energy hits it and almost combust into a small explosion when it hits one of the tentacles. Tentacle still rises around, but it's still up in the air, ready to strike still.
Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Yeah. I'm eating. Sorry, I haven't gotten a chance to eat today. I'm
Could have
gonna
guessed.
do. I'm gonna do healing hands. So I'm gonna lay my hand on Bobby. I'm gonna give him 3 HP.
Woo.
All right, awesome.
We're all
Lots of
just
healing
standing
going
there
on.
holding hands.
Yes.
It's the great fight.
Kumbaya.
My friend.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh. All right. Anything else? Perfect. That's gonna bring us to Maple, and the octopus is gonna be after you, followed by Bobby.
Sorry, is Bobby looking well healed, or where are we at right now with that?
I'm doing.
You can
reasonably
metagame a little
well.
here, Bobby.
I'm
Bobby,
at
how you
12
doing?
out of 16.
Ow, I'm not gonna waste a spell.
I'm
Okay.
doing.
Man, I feel like I'm not meant to fight on water as a wood elf. God damn it! I've been trying to figure out how to do this.
Should have been a water
I'm
elf,
a
man.
healer. I'm a healer. I can't change. Okay. Damn it! It sounds stupid, but I think I'm gonna have to go with another recast of Firebolt.
Hey man, go for it. It's a pretty powerful
God,
spell.
It is. For now, it's the strongest thing I've got.
Roll
so
a
the
physical
aim is-
die. Remember, physical.
Yes, I'm going to.
I'm just making
the
sure.
Same tentacle. Same tentacle.
Do it.
Okay. Oh, sweet fucking Jesus. 11.
You cast Firebolt. And as you cast it, the tentacle moves just like it did before, and you're thinking, oh, fuck, I can't do anything right. And as you think that, it hits the tentacle. Go ahead and roll for damage. Just barely hit.
No, a 1.
Womp. So as it was moving, it just caught the very side of the firebolt as a little poof of smoke comes off one of its suction cups on the tentacle. Does
It's one of those
1
nights.
point of
I'm sorry,
damage.
guys.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Outside of the game, I'm gonna change my dice to my other set. So no, I'm done.
Okay. All right. We
The
have
dice did you dirty.
I don't have my dungeon dice anymore, or my dice dungeon anymore.
It takes a swing at Iramir and Katniss
The fuck?
with the 2 tentacles that it has up. And both of those tentacles swipe down, and the 2 of you are able to dodge out the way. Luckily, nobody else is hit in the crossfire as those tentacles swing and miss. And that is going to be the end of the octopus's turn. Bobby, it is now your turn.
Alright, still raging. I will swing at a tentacle that is available to me.
Perfect.
Well, it couldn't last forever.
I saw that 21 and I was about to be like, "Oh, you better roll again," but I see you beat me to the punch. Yeah, you swing, and it's at this point, maybe it's the combination of getting slammed at the very beginning of the battle, and then also the rocking of the tides throughout the journey just didn't set well with you. So you're basically like dry heaving as you take the swing, about to puke everywhere, and you just completely miss this tentacle, unfortunately.
Lovely.
Does that? I'm sorry, I'm very ignorant when it comes to barbarian skills. Does that end your rage if you don't hit? I think that's a Baldur's Gate thing, but I can't remember if it's a real D&D thing.
No, it is. There is a legitimacy to that. It lasts until the end of my next turn. Or so it's make an attack roll against an enemy. Force
Oh,
an
okay.
enemy to make a saving throw, or take a bonus action to extend my rage.
Gotcha. So because you made an attempt, you still get to keep it until the end of the next turn. Gotcha. Okay.
That seems different from original 5e rules, but
Yeah, I made your guy with
it works.
2024 rule, or I had you make him a 2024 rule.
Yeah,
So
yeah, no, it definitely has rules I'm not 100% familiar with, but I mean, yeah, it's make an attack roll. So,
all right. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I think that's gonna be it.
Perfect. Brings us back up to Katniss. And just for a frame of reference, there are 2 tentacles left. And although you can't, these 2 tentacles look kind of well off, you can see underneath the surface of the water this octopus, the blood from the other tentacles that you've kind of cut before, that black kind of goo-looking stuff is now kind of seeping into the water, giving you the sense that this thing is pretty fucked up at the moment.
I feel its pain, but I'm going to attack again with the hand axe.
Okay.
So that is a 19, and then
Absolutely hits.
and then a 4.
A 4 for damage.
Yeah, why do I keep rolling 4s?
All right. That's actually enough damage
Oh,
to cause this last tentacle, or not last, sorry, second to last tentacle to come down underneath the water as well. There's now 1 tentacle above the water, putting up the last semblance of a fight for this poor little octopus.
is it like slow reaching up, like like one last thing?
Not quite, but it
Damn
is. It's barely hanging in there. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Thank you. No, I want to save my spell just in case. So no.
Okay. Nice little. What do they call that? Action economy there. I love to see it. Iramir, you're up. Maple, you're gonna be after Iramir.
I'm gonna hit that bitch with my longsword again.
Hell yeah. Go ahead and roll for damage. Or roll to
14.
hit. Yep.
18. Just kidding.
That's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
6.
Whew. All right. So you go ahead with your longsword. You swipe at this thing, and this last tentacle, you cut into it, and it's now almost cut in half. It's like it's drawn by a little bit of, like, I don't know if you'd call it cartilage on an octopus, but just imagine a little bit of flesh just holding on to the end. It's still able to kind of move the dead weight using the bottom portion of the tentacle, but it looks very sad and pathetic right now. As you see another tentacle kind of come up, because keep in mind it started with 4. It was presumably using the other 4 to keep itself up. It's going to go ahead and throw one other tentacle that's in full condition up in the air, but it's not looking great even with that fresh tentacle in the air, and that tentacle is going to be between Katniss and Maple.
Okay, that ends my turn.
Perfect. Maple, you're up. You have a fresh new tentacle right in front of you.
Well, I can't hit him anyways, so let's switch it up here a little bit. I'm gonna reach behind my back. I'm going to pull out my beautiful wood longbow, and we're gonna take a shot at that tentacle.
Okay.
Holy sweet Jesus, 6.
Yeah, you crank that bad boy back. You got so much tension in that line. You're looking dead in the, not eye, but the center of this tentacle, and you let that bad boy go, and it kind of like hits your cheek as you let go of the arrow, and kind of fucks up the whole thing as it goes scattering into the water, and you miss the tentacle.
And how's everyone's health looking?
Buddy.
Bobby's 12 out of 16. That's it.
Yeah, I'm still the same.
Can we say that Zaylin like rolled over and tripped?
No.
Maple?
He's still asleep. He has not woke up. He
No,
is in
I
a deep
am.
slumber.
He rolled over and Maple tripped on his foot for that.
Maple is going to
Sure.
Maple's gonna just gonna kneel down a little bit here, just in shame.
Cry
And
some syrup
turn.
out.
We love your syrup.
It's just weeping. It's just seeping from my eyes as I look down.
Earmere, look.
Well, you're having as much luck as the monster right now, as it attempts to take that fresh new tentacle that was in front of you, and it goes to try and wrap you up. And it's the fresh tentacle, mind you. This tentacle has not been affected, but presumably because the other ones are so fucked up and the general well-being of this octopus is not so hot, it's able to wrap the tentacle around you, and it just doesn't have the strength to squeeze in you, as it just kind of sadly and pathetically slides back down into the water. And now it's just submerged again. It doesn't even have the strength to keep that arm up. So now it's just the half tentacle in the air between Bobby and Iramir that's left.
Look, Maple, he gave you a hug.
End it now. End it now. I'm a monster.
You get the sense that it definitely was not a hug, at least. So on the inside, you can still feel good about being absolutely merciless to this thing. As that black goo is now pretty much covering this whole little like bay where your boat is. At least it's bleeding everywhere. Bobby, it is your turn. There's that single pathetic looking tentacle in front of you.
Well, might as well try again. See no reason not to. I'm assuming that 8 does not hit.
It does not. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, a swing and a miss as you kind of just swing in a complete circle, going right over the head of Katniss. Luckily, she's short, so you did not decapitate her, but you swing way too
Okay.
hard, and you just kind of swing in a circle and do not hit the tentacle, unfortunately. Bringing us... actually, is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Nah.
Oh, shit. it's
Okay.
my turn.
Bringing us back to Katniss.
Okay. I'm going to swing again.
All right.
16. 21. And then 36. 21 and 6.
Katniss, I do have one question before you do that.
Mm-hmm.
How would you like to do this?
Oh, shit. Very dramatically.
Go ahead. Get as dramatic and as crazy as you want. For reference, set the scene. There's that half tentacle kind of sadly flailing of the above the water, and you can see the head and the mass of the octopus in the water as well. Just putting that out there.
Okay. So I slowly look over at Iramir, and she looks at me, and we make eye contact, kind of like Pedro Pascal and Nicolas Cage smiling at each other. And I say, this pain is not just for me or my goddess, but it is also for you, Paladin. And then I just fucking start hacking at it. Can I do that?
Yeah, absolutely. Hack that shit to death.
Okay, boom, I hack it. Sorry, I'm eating
Hell
the last
yeah.
bottle.
So you hack into this thing like multiple strikes, no mercy, no quarter given, as you're hitting this thing while it's in the air rapidly, as little pieces of calamari just fall into the water and some on the boat, as they're still kind of tingling around with the last little bit of muscle spasm left in them, as you see that blob underneath your boat slowly fall, descend. You see a few bubbles garble up as it falls to the bottom. And it's still covering some of the luminescent mushrooms on the floor, but the ones outside of its body, you can now see as there's no more. Actually, I take that back. There's a shit ton of black, oozy blood in the water. So, no, never mind. You can't see the luminescent mushrooms.
Not
but
even with my
you guys
dark
are
sight?
safe. No, because it's
Damn.
obstruction.
Okay.
But you guys did successfully end the spore octopus, this weird black-blooded octopus, and you guys are now free to proceed further into the cave.
I'm smiling like a maniac with black blood dripping off my face.
Okay, I want to get off the boat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, same. I'm on the stairs.
Great. As you guys kind of get off the boat, let's say the boat makes it just far enough to get close enough to step dryly onto the stairs. As the boat sinks into the water, as everybody gets off of it. Oh, sorry, Bobby, didn't mean to move you. As the boat that sustained the damage from the octopus kind of descends into the water. So now you guys no longer have a boat, unfortunately.
Goodbye, good boat. You were the best.
Why is it every boat we get on, it disappears under the
don't think-
water?
I
I
don't think
we,
us and water travel mix well.
I don't think we should be sailing with each other at all.
Well, hey, at least we made it off the boat.
At least you guys did damage.
It's okay, Maple. We still like you.
Did a little bit of damage.
I'm very happy of the syrup.
I think one is the very definition of a little bit.
All right. As you guys ascend on top of these stairs and you get a better look, even those of you without dark sight, which I believe tonight is only Bobby, there's still that sunlight coming in from that top circle. It's probably like 6 foot in diameter of sunlight that's kind of beaming down. And you see the source of that rushing water was a small waterfall, roughly 10 feet tall, that's streaming down water into the small body of water, small little pond. And the hole emitting sunlight is right above that body of water, shining directly into the water, so you can see the beams of light glisten off the water as that kind of white foam from the bottom of the waterfall tumbles into it. You see a ton, and I mean a ton, of glowing mushrooms all over this cavern as well. You see some other regular mushrooms as well, so some that aren't glowing, and they're covering the walls, the floors, the ceilings. They're just absolutely everywhere. And as you come into this cave as well, you get a very strong smell in your nostrils. It's kind of assaulting your senses. It smells like some type of gas.
Ooh.
Ooh, gas.
Like sulfur?
Bobby.
It's
Like
also
how-
the first thought that came into my head.
Bobby, was that you?
You all can roll for nature or survival to
Oh,
confirm
baby.
suspicions.
I have a +6 to nature.
Hell yeah.
It doesn't matter. I rolled a 12.
I rolled a 20 in
hold on,
survival.
15.
All right. That's a pretty couple high rolls, so I'll
I
go
got
ahead
a
and
7 in survival, so that sucks.
Well, luckily you got some good friends, and by default, I don't think I went over this before, but by default, if there's a group check like this where it's like 5 people making one check, as long as like one person makes it, I'm going to describe what's going on, right? And I'm going to assume that that character is going to relay the information. That way you as a character don't have to repeat exactly what I just told you to stream things up.
Thank
If
you,
you are the type of character that wants to keep information hidden, just make that known and we'll pretend that the other people don't know. Okay?
Okay.
Is it dark in here, by the way?
There's no natural source of light from the cave itself, but there is the sunlight from that hole at the top of the cave where you can see the body of water and kind of the little bit of surrounding areas. And there's also the bright luminescence from the clusters of mushrooms. All those little circles and shit that you see on the map, those are all mushrooms that are glowing. And
So-
you also have dark vision, so you can see up to 60 feet, but only if you make the Splinter Cell night vision noise like you promised to in Discord. Was that actually
What
you?
was that?
Oh my
Was that
god!
actually you? That was fucking good.
I'm so glad we're recording this.
Oh my god, dude.
I'm gonna clip
Yes.
that and put it on my soundboard.
Oh my god. Yeah, so your dark vision's definitely activated. I don't even remember the original question. Those are the sources of light in the cave. The gas. So you all successfully hypothesize that it is sulfur. You all confer with each other, and you're like, "Yep, that's definitely sulfur." It's a very strong sulfuric smell that again is assaulting the nostrils. It's not just like a hint. It's like it's bad. It's very strong. You get the sense, because some of you rolled super high, you get the sense that it probably wouldn't be safe to stay here for a prolonged amount of time because that gas is toxic. So something to keep in mind.
Okay, what color is the mushroom that we're looking for?
You were looking for what was drawn and described as a glowing red mushroom.
Mhm.
You do not see any hues of red so far. It's mostly green, some oranges, but no reds, some yellows, blues, things like that.
Was it described in size? Like, is it big or small?
It was more described about the color and the vibrance of the color than the size.
Okay.
You said it smelled like sulfur. Do we notice any, or would we notice any mushrooms or plant life emitting any sort of like spores or gaseous kind of things? So you're kind of
Give me a perception check.
deal. Oh shit. Oh, 19.
Yeah, you look around the room, especially since you also rolled really high for the nature survival. I forget which one you did, but with that roll plus your perception roll, you do a scan of the room, pretty thorough scan, and you're able to pretty confidently say that the gas isn't coming from any of the mushrooms in this room, at least. And you do see to the right of the cavern, there is a set of stairs that lead up to a kind of higher level where the source of that waterfall appears to be. And to the left of the cavern, you see a tunnel that goes a little bit deeper inside the cave itself.
We might want to grab higher ground to see if we can get away from some of this gas.
Is there higher ground?
Yeah, there's a set of stairs that's going up to where the top of that waterfall would be. There's kind of like a
Oh, okay.
plateau where you see the waterfall coming down from.
All right, well, let's go up the stairs then.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Airmare, I'll drag you along.
Drag me?
Yeah, I moved you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I forgot about the map.
Yeah, I've been moving you. Sometimes.
Babysitting.
So, okay. Go ahead.
Ah.
What's that?
When you
Yeah, as you guys come to the top of these stairs, with the light from the mushrooms and the sunlight and some dark vision users, you do see something in the distance that's, quite frankly, looks like a giant mushroom, like a 6-foot tall mushroom. He is currently kneeled down, facing the opposite direction, so he's not looking at you. He's looking towards the wall. Seems to be fiddling with something on the ground.
I hope it doesn't hit like a mock truck.
You
What
can't really-
color is it?
Getting Dark Souls flashbacks.
It is more earthy tones, lots of brown colors, maybe a hint of green here and there.
Okay.
It doesn't look luminescent like the other mushrooms that you've seen in the cavern. It looks more traditionally earthy, like a more traditional mushroom.
Do we see eyes on it?
Not from your vantage point.
Okay. I would like to hide.
Okay. It does appear to be unaware of your presence, so you could take a hide action and try and do whatever you'd like to do here.
You betcha. I want to hide and get as close to the water as I can over here, just to see if I can get a better view of it.
Okay. Give me 3 seconds to look at something. Do not be alarmed.
Oh no.
Be alarmed.
Yeah.
And you're
Just
dead.
check the distance on this. Okay.
Team
Yeah,
white.
you can sneak that close.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna creep nice and close.
I'm picturing it has a head like The Last of Us, and I don't like this mushroom guy.
Like
It's a little bit
clicker?
bigger than the Last of Us mushroom people. It's thicker. It's a thick boy.
Oh,
It's
I'm
6
getting
feet tall.
nothing but Dark Souls flashbacks.
I'm getting Shambler vibe is what I'm getting.
It's 6 feet tall, but it's got thick arms, legs, torso. It's wider than you'd probably expect from something humanoid size.
Oh god, it is a Dark Souls mushroom.
Like gym thick or
More like like a mushroom that's on a pile of cow manure that has tons of nutrients and has like just amassed a ton of food or something.
okay, Mack truck.
he said
Yeah.
like Jim Thick. It's cuffing season.
So as I get closer, do I notice anything different about him, his behavior, maybe any sort of sensory organs?
Make a perception check at this range.
Oh.
Oh my god! I rolled a 10.
10's not bad. You see that it's kneeled down. It has like what appears to be like a leg, like almost like a human, not necessarily shape and texture of a human leg, but the function, right? It's got like a knee or something, a joint where it's bending down on one of those knees, and it seems to have like hands or something similar to hands where it's looks like it's messing with something in the ground, like mushrooms or something. So it looks humanoid-ish at this range from what you can see.
I'm going to just kind of wait and see what he kind of does from this point, and see what the group does as well at this stage.
Okay. Anybody else want to take any particular action? Or are you guys staying back at the top of the stairs? Are you guys trying to get closer?
Can I do a perception check on the mushroom to see if it looks like the mushroom we're looking for?
Yeah. Yeah, you could do that. Go ahead and roll perception.
That was close.
This is very clearly not the mushroom you're looking for. You see an old man in brown and tan robes appear in a vision before you as he says, "This is not the mushroom you're looking for," and waves his hand across and then disappears.
I'm so glad you said that. I was thinking it.
I got a divine Obi-Wan Kenobi telling me that this is not the mushroom I'm looking for.
Do not consume this living creature.
I just want to approach him and see if he can talk.
All right, Iramir, you said you're approaching the mushroom man.
Yeah. I want
All
to
right.
see what he's all about.
Do you mind if I drag your character?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. How close would you get before you decide to call out to this? Do you think?
Probably like 15 feet.
15 feet. Okay, that's like 5, 10. Yeah, we'll say about like right here-ish. So you get 15 feet away, and what do you say to get its attention?
Hey.
This
What's
actual
up?
bitch. Oh my god.
You saw it, it's doing the same thing you saw Maple seeing it do earlier, where it's kind of like tending to the mushrooms. And as soon as you say that, it just freezes and tenses up as it turns around comes to a full standing posture now. It's, you see that 6 foot height coming into play now. As it turns to you, you can see eyes now on its face, but no mouth, no nose. And it has this giant kind of almost like a mushroom cap on its head, kind of going backwards as it looks at you and starts to emit these greenish spores into the air. And those spores come directly towards you.
Oh, okay. I would like to back up very quickly.
Okay. You start to back up, but the spores are traveling pretty quick, and they're actually filling the whole top section here is being filled with spores. So I'd say anybody, let me get an overlay here.
God damn it.
I would say anybody within this 30-foot range, which looks like is going to be everybody if I finagle it just right, so we'll say that works. Everybody at this point is going to start to see these spores fill the air and is going to start inhaling them. You feel no pain or anything when you inhale them. They have a slight funny aftertaste, like you ate a raw portobello mushroom, but it's not painful. And in your minds, you hear, "Who are you?"
Oh, I do not like this.
Talking through the spores.
Have you come here to hurt us again?
No, we come in
Again?
peace.
Hurt you? Who hurt you?
Then tell me, if you know come here to hurt us, who are you?
We are adventurers. We are looking for a
Adventurers?
mushroom.
Do I know if he knows if
Why?
I was hidden before?
He doesn't. Make me a stealth check real quick, actually.
Oh baby, I roll when it's not important. 19.
Yeah, he has no idea that you're there. You can hear him because the spores just kind of filled that circle, but he doesn't necessarily know that you are where you are. He sees Iramir for sure. And then he's heard Katniss and Bobby, I think, speak. So he
Okay, sorry, yeah, go ahead.
No, it's fine. So he knows that there's 3 people in the room at this moment.
Okay, perfect. I'll stay silent.
I'm sorry, who's the last person to reply to Mushroom Man?
I think it was me.
Bobby.
Yeah. Bobby asked who hurt him.
I said we were
you said
looking
you're
for a mushroom.
adventurers. Yeah, and you're looking for mushrooms. Why? Why are you looking for mushrooms? Are you going to hurt the mushrooms?
We've been told there is a mushroom that's here that may help our friends and myself
Who told
recover
you
from
this?
ailments.
Oh, what was that guy's name? The freaking guy laying there dead.
You remember
Roscoe?
his name was Tarnak.
Oh, Tarnak.
Oh, Tarnak told us.
You know Tarnak?
Yes, he's very sick. We're here to help him.
Oh, you're not with the dragons?
No, we are not.
If you know Tarnak, he surely would have given you the treasure he gives us.
Yeah, the bread.
The treasure.
I whip out my bag of moldy bread.
Okay,
And I hold
Katniss, you're
it
gonna have.
at arm's length for Iramir. I don't want to move.
Great. I go grab it.
Okay, so you grab the bag, and are you going to approach close enough to hand it directly to this Myconid?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it out in front of me and walk very slowly towards him.
He's going to cautiously hold his hand out, but he still has a defensive posture to him. As he grabs this bag of old, nasty, moldy bread. Some of it maybe even has like maggots or other bugs in it at this point, because it was setting in Grandma Sparkle's pantry longer than it should have due to Turnok's injuries. And this mushroom man opens the bag, and again, he doesn't have a mouth, so you can't see any kind of facial expression. But he says, You are with Tarnak.
Yes,
He
we
sent
are
us
friends.
the gifts. Oh, I apologize for my rudeness. There are many things wrong in our colony right now.
Is there anything we can help with?
Perhaps you may have noticed a unusual odor. It has been plaguing our colony in this cave for some time now. It is causing a great sickness amongst the colony. Our leader, Sanessa, has been trying to absorb the infections being caused by this gas from the other infected myconids in the colony. But she has absorbed too much, and she can no longer speak, and we fear that she may soon perish, leaving the colony without a sovereign.
Well, I'm sure we can try and figure out a way to help you if we can get the mushroom we need for Bobby.
What mushroom are you looking for?
It's red.
Red mushroom?
I don't remember the other qualities.
That's pretty much it. He's not
Okay.
questioning you. It's more like how do I say this? Like, he knows exactly what you're looking for, and he's basically, you get the sense he's skeptical as to why you're looking for it. Why do you want red mushroom?
Because
I need a way to fix this and try to show the wound on my body.
Oh, that does not look good, friend.
Hey, you're telling me.
Now, if you're all friends of Tarnak, why did he not come with you?
Because he is also gravely ill.
Oh, no. So, while we're having this conversation, you're going to see a dice roll on the feed. If it rolls on a 6, something will happen.
okay.
Yes,
Is it
the
explode?
ominous something.
Holy shit.
Oh god.
What happened with Tarnak? Do you know why he is sick?
No, we
We do
don't.
not.
And you say you do not know the dragons that came here, the small dragons.
No, we don't.
Is he talking
We are
about
not
the
familiar
kobolds
with
with the wings?
The dragons had wings, yes. I don't know what kobold means in your language, but they were small dragons, much smaller than us, probably about your size, looking at Katniss. And they had wings. They came here 2 days ago, and they attacked us, and they killed my friend.
That's horrible.
Okay.
Well, we did not come here to attack you. We came here for mushroom. So we will help you, but you have to help us first. Please.
I see.
I don't like these paws.
He's just kind of thinking. You can see him kind of look around, trying to maybe thinking of what to do next. Well,
I am.
sorry, go ahead, Maple.
Can I emerge from the shadows?
I forgot you were sliding.
He's a sneaky boy.
Yeah. I just want to like step forward,
Oh,
and then
is he with you? Intruder! Intruder!
I know,
you
he's with
fuck.
us.
I
Oh,
calm.
You scared
He's with
me.
us. He's with us.
I would say the
Oh,
giant
no!
mushroom is a little scarier.
Says the giant tree.
Ah,
Okay.
sap leaps from my face again.
I have a
lick my
question.
lips.
Yeah, it's up.
Is the map accurate of, let's call them positionings? Is
Yes.
would Bobby be the furthest one back from everybody?
Yes.
I would think Bobby would be a little closer because he was talking.
I'm closer to up here now.
Closer, sure, but I'm talking just like in general, comparatively to the rest of the group. Who's in the very back?
Me.
Yeah, I'll say I'm up here.
Chicken.
Okay. So Katniss, you are in the very back, communicating seemingly telepathically with this mushroom. When you feel,
Oh no. Oh,
what's your armor class?
18.
You feel nothing.
Nope. You feel 2 stings, one on each of your legs. Oh man. 1 second.
Oh.
And you take 6 + 7, 13 points of necrotic damage.
Oh,
Dead.
God.
Yeah, I'm done. Cause I was at like 10 is my max.
You're
So
down.
you
fall-
just see Katniss drop.
Not
You
dead.
fall to the ground,
Bye bye.
unconscious. And at this point, you let out a scream or something, I'm presuming, right? As when that sting hits you, it's very, very painful.
Moan.
Okay, you let out. What does it sound like? Just so I don't get it
No!
wrong.
I can't.
You brought this on yourself.
You said
Okay.
it was funny.
It's funny.
You let out this very long moan. And that alerts the rest of your party and this mushroom, this myconid, to look over at you, and you all notice that there is a purple mushroom. I mean, it's still small because it's a mushroom, but it's larger than most of the other mushrooms you've seen here. And you can see it from that distance, and it has these 4 tendrils sticking out from it. 2 of them are tracked from Katniss's legs as it starts to slowly creep across the floor of this cavern, moving ever so slowly towards Bobby.
Hey, what the hell is that?
Oh,
What is that?
that is a corrupted mushroom. The violet mushrooms, they are poison. They will kill you. They will kill us.
Can I cast Fireball and shoot at it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fire bolt.
Sorry,
Yes,
yes,
yes.
Firebolt. Actually, you know what? Fireball.
Fireball.
But
Go ahead and just roll your hit.
I rolled a 2 + 5.
Why did your moan sound like what
Yeah.
mine should have? I'm like,
Go ahead and roll for damage that hits.
he
Holy
goes.
crap.
Ah.
Hold on. I rolled a 2.
Yeah, that it's good enough. I mean, it's a mushroom, so and it's
That's right.
fire damage, so it's not very durable. As you see this firebolt from across the room, mind you, you're probably a good like at least 30 feet or something away from this mushroom. As you hit it with that firebolt, and it combusts into a flame essentially, and goes away. Katniss is still down on the floor as well.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
give.
sprinting to Katniss.
Okay, so you're sprinting as that firebolt is being cast, going right into her. So we're gonna say since you were already moving towards her, you can as soon as you want to, you can do whatever you need to.
Yeah, okay, I ran to her. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Yep, go ahead and cast that.
16.
Katniss, you get right back up on your feet.
I go. What the
Better
fuck
than
happened?
ever.
The pain was so intense.
Oh, God, at least you're alive.
What the fuck you guys say it like that?
And the mushroom is gonna say, "Please follow me to the inner sanctum of the colony. It's safe from these violet mushrooms.
Yeah, I start moving.
Would have been nice to know that before. Okay,
Yeah,
let's keep
Jesus,
moving.
Mary and Joseph.
Yeah.
Where's the fun in
Corrupted
that?
mushrooms. That's true. How was
How can I
death?
torture my players if they know what's coming?
It was beautifully
you-
painful.
See the other side?
I saw a great many things. I don't want to make you cry. We have no pancakes.
Just for.
I-
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No. I want to hear what your character's gonna say. It's probably funnier than what I'm gonna say.
I'm all out of syrup today. I can't disappoint myself anymore.
You were just crying a moment ago, Maple, before I went down.
A couple more tears kind of shed down. No, I'm not.
Just from a mechanical standpoint, because I know we have some newer players. When somebody goes to 0 HP, that just means you're unconscious.
Mhm.
And then after, like, if we're in combat and we get to a full turn, where you would be, next up on the battle list, you would roll a death saving throw.
Saving throws.
Exactly. Anything 1 to 10 is a failure. 11 to 20 is a pass, and you have to get like 3 passes or 3 failures to come to a decision. And basically, if you fail, you die. If you pass, you're stabilized. If you get a nat 20, you can come back up. So it's a little bit more nuanced than just falling down and dying. Just giving y'all some comfort because knockouts are, I don't want to say common, but they do happen. And hopefully the death part does not follow the knockouts.
I was not.
Imagine
Anyways.
I was enjoying.
mushroom.
I was enjoying my gummy worms.
The adult mushroom guy who either at this point through conversation or I probably should have reminded you all before you entered the cave, but the journal Tarnak gave you did mention these were called myconids. So these myconids, he lures you deeper into the sanctum. You see a few other myconids kind of just generally tending to mushroom business, not doing much of anything of importance. So I'm not going to put them on the map. This is the main one to talk to.
Okay.
Bobby, do you want us to move you closer?
And I'm also going to get rid of the circle. Just assume when you're in this cave near these myconids, they're on friendly terms with you now, so they're just going to be able to speak with you as long as you're around them.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. We are within the circle of trust.
Thank you for destroying that corrupted mushroom. It is
Bye-bye.
no longer part of our family. It has been corrupted by the gas.
Well, that's what happens if you stay in the sulfur too long?
Yes, it can happen. Our leader, Sinessa, our sovereign, she is also starting to get these purple growths from too much of the gas poison.
Do
But
I know what a sovereign is? Is that like a leader?
Make a, give me Arcana or Nature check.
Also, there's no vapor in here, right? Like it stopped as we kind of entered.
9.
It got stronger when you entered.
Oh,
Yeah, you don't know exactly what a sovereign is. Judging from the sound of it, it's probably just like a leader mushroom guy. Who knows?
Okay.
with my nature, can I roll for if I know what the smell is?
I thought
The
we already knew it
smell.
was sulfur.
Yeah, you guys already narrowed
It is
down that
sulfur.
sulfur.
Oh, okay. I was just
Yeah.
double checking. Okay, sorry, my apologies.
Yeah, and to Maple's point, the smell actually got stronger as you got into this part of the cave. It's no longer just your nose; it's assaulting. It's also you can like feel it in your throat. Like you can feel that you're inhaling a toxic gas at this point. There's no negative effect for now, but it is noticeable.
For now.
This is very bad for
The
my
ever
asthma.
ominous for now.
And just to give you guys a general lay of the land, you see taller, bigger mushrooms in here, not just the mushroom people, but those big circles you see, those are mushrooms that are standing taller than the ones in the previous room, but they're not really luminescent. They're pretty standard earthy tones. You see 3 other kind of paths to take other than the one you just came from. You came from the tunnel in the back that you can see completely highlighted on the map. Down below, towards the southern part of the map, there appears to be an entrance into another part of the cavern. There's one directly to the north, just behind this myconid adult on the map. And then to the west, there is another part of the cavern. And this mushroom man, myconid, is going to look at you and he's going to say, "Oh, I'm terribly sorry again for the welcome that you've had here. Normally, it's not like this. You had offered to help with our troubles?
Yes, as long as you also help us.
Well, the red mushroom you speak of, it is very important to our colony. And it is not mine or any of ours other than Sinessa's to even let you look at, let alone give away. I think the likelihood of giving it away is not very high. It is
Okay, about giving us a piece of
sacred.
it.
That goes against the nature of the ruby morsel. Once separated from the rest of itself, it loses all of its ability and attributes.
Okay, so we got scammed.
Yeah, we got hosed.
What do you mean?
Well, we told you we needed the mushroom for Bobby here.
And Tarnak.
And Tarnak.
Hmm.
And Grandma Sparkles. No, wait, Grandma Sparkles doesn't need it.
Well, I think you've heard right that the mushroom is capable of great healing powers, but only one mushroom can be used on one person. Once the mushroom is separated or defiled into many pieces, it loses its potency.
Oh shit. So we gotta choose who to save.
Sinessa could give you more information, but as I mentioned earlier, she is close to death herself.
What happens if she dies?
Our entire colony will soon follow. Without a sovereign, a myconid is nothing.
Well, what happens to the mushroom?
The ruby morsel is a fragment of a sovereign's very being.
You gotta be fucking.
If the sovereign dies, the ruby morsel will soon wither as well.
Alright. Can we speak to your sovereign?
I will take you to see her, but she cannot speak. She is in a deep trance.
Okay, can we see or talk to somebody that knows anything about this gas?
We myconids are simple. We know the gas is bad and we think it's coming from that cavern down there, as he points to the cavern to the west. But that is the forbidden room, and we are not able to go in there.
Why is
Why
it
is that
forbidden?
forbidden?
And why are you not allowed to go in?
Well, normally the forbidden room is full of light that can kill the myconids. We dwell in these caverns not only because it's our natural habitat, but because the outside world, the top world, is dangerous for us.
You said it's normally filled with light?
Yes,
Has it not
is.
been filled with light?
it has been dark, but we are all still scared to go in there. Sometimes it is dark, and then it becomes light.
What?
Is he describing a day-night cycle?
You don't hear the DM laughing.
I think so. I just want to.
I
No, never mind. Go ahead.
do y'all fear light?
Yes. Light from the top world is dangerous. It will kill us. We are meant to live in the caves, in the soil, away from the light.
Can I just kind of walk past him towards the opening?
You can, and as you get towards this opening, there is that smell, that taste, that gas is very, very strong from here. You have dark vision, correct? Yes, you
Yeah,
do.
the 35 feet, I think.
35 feet?
60. Wow.
60 feet.
I'm moving.
Yeah,
feet,
you can
75.
see 60 feet into this cave, into this part of the cavern, and you see dense, thick fumes, like fumes that you can't see past, covering about maybe 4 feet of the ground in this part of the cavern.
Good thing I'm 6 feet tall.
I was gonna say, how tall is me?
How tall is
6 feet, baby.
our
6'2".
dwarf?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, Katniss, you
walk-
can't come in here.
I walk over and I peer in to see if there's like a point in the ceiling. Is there a point in the ceiling that I can like see that's kind of in the middle?
No, you see this, unlike the main cavern that you walked into, there's no hole in the ceiling in here. It's completely closed off, just kind of stalactites jutting down. You see a few rocks and such. Let me...
Is there like one main stalactite that's kind of bigger than the other ones?
Can I also ask the Myconoid, when is it light?
Oh, I can't say for certain, but it feels like half the time I look in there, it's dark, and the other half, it's light.
I can't. I
Okay.
can't with this.
Okay, I think this man is describing the revolution around the sun. So, do I know what time it is?
Well, it's dark in there, so it's nighttime.
It's completely dark in there. There's also smoke obscured everywhere. I'm going to go ahead and illuminate parts of this cave that you could see from the entrance that you're standing at. With dark vision, it is all black and white, so you can't see colorations or anything. You see some large rocks in the center of the room. You also see tons of crystals. These crystals appear... I mean, it's hard to tell if they have a color or anything, but they appear very large and like they would be capable of reflecting some kind of light if something were to hit it.
Yermir, may I ride on your back into the room?
Yes.
Mommy uppies.
Oh, God.
I take my mace. Can I take my mace out of my pocket? And can I cast light on it
Sure.
as like a torch?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. So,
I'll do this like a dark gray.
so I do that after I get on Yermir's back.
Cool.
If I were to fire a firebolt down that chamber at my head height, above the fumes, would I see a better? I guess I have. Never mind. I have dark vision. We're good. Never mind.
What if the fumes are flammable?
Well,
You're gonna
your
burn
dark
us
vision
all.
does have a limit, so I
It
mean, you
does,
could
that's
try
why-
and see what happens.
Yeah. Can
As
I
you guys
shoot
are
it?
all kind of hovering around this entrance, before you guys proceed too far, the Myconid is going to say, Wait, stop. Please do not enter the Forbidden Zone.
I look at him, dead in his face, but not eyes, and I say, "You probably want to step away. I'm going to bring light."
She has light. Everybody, run towards the inner sanctum. As he runs away. And all the other Myconids freak out and follow him.
I just picture like a wide base gate. He kind of lumbers.
yeah.
Like an ant.
Yeah, kind of.
I'm just picturing like a really fat person trying to sprint and they just kind of waddle side to side.
I'm thinking
Like
of Boo
me.
from Monsters Inc.
Aww.
No. His run is like Boo. Okay, what do we see in terms of light in here?
It looks to me as you guys are still like the same spot. So are you guys going further in?
Here,
I would like to keep my in.
you gotta lead me because I'm on your back.
I'll follow in behind.
Okay, 1 second.
Are we gonna die in this tunnel?
If we die in here, we die together.
Aye.
I'm not dying in no tunnel.
Ladies first.
Hold on, gotta give this fucking nerd the valve or siege 10 arrow.
No, I said ladies first, and I moved Maple closer to.
Oh, that's fucking funny. That's funny as fuck. Okay, so we're marching into the tunnel.
All right, you guys march into the tunnel. Still completely dark, other than the light that Katniss had cast. Can you tell me the area of effect of that light? Like, how far does it spray? Does
So
it say on that?
Yeah, it's a bright light in a 20-foot radius and a dim light for an additional 20 feet. So 40 altogether.
Perfect. Yeah, so you're able to see some light, and when you're shining this light and you get close to some of the crystals, immediately to Iramir and Katniss's right, that kind of like weird jutting structures, those are some of the crystals in the wall. And again, they're very large, like long crystals jutting out from the
Are
side.
they pretty?
They look very pretty, especially when Katniss's light starts to reflect off of them, and you see just like that part of the room is lit up with the reflections of the light, as they're almost like a clear prism. They themselves don't have a color, but when light hits them, it's like turning on a LED light bulb, just super bright. And they're on the ceiling. They're jutting out of some of these rocks you can see in front of you. There's large boulders, and jutting out of those boulders, there's more crystals, and this entire room is filled with these.
Ooh.
I wonder if the crystals are emitting the gas.
This reminds me of my family's jewelry in the vault at home. Very
You
sparkly.
could... Sorry. Iramir, you can make a perception check to see if you can see the source of the gas.
Can I help with that perception?
Yeah, so Iramir, you're
I got an
looking at the
8.
crystals, right?
Yeah.
Specifically? Okay. And Maple, where are you going to look? Are you going to look at the same place, or are you going to... What are you going to do?
16.
Yeah, basically, I want to come and look at those crystals, like kind of the same spot.
I rolled
Okay.
a 16 because I'm on her back, and I'm also a dwarf from the mountains, so I know rocks and stuff.
Okay.
I rolled an 8.
I would roll a 14.
Okay. So Maple, you probably get a closer and investigate, and Katniss, you can tell pretty much immediately just looking at these crystals that they're probably not the source of the gas. They're crystals. They don't emit any kind of sulfur. You get the feeling that there's probably something else in this room that is causing this gas to seemingly, come up from directly in this room. And as you guys start to pour in a little bit closer towards the end of the room, you start to see a little bit more with your dark vision. Some of this is lit up from the light that Katniss is emitting. And at the... Somebody's moving my square. Maybe
I know,
it's
I
me.
didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I'm trying to move my
No, it's
person. Your
it's okay.
square's over my people.
At the very end of this room, you can see through the darkness as you start to get in there a little bit closer. You can see a decently bright light emitting through this darkness and smoke, or fumes, I should say, that are kind of covering some of this. You start to see a glowing orangish, reddish hue at the very end of the cavern.
Does that look like daylight?
It does not look like daylight. It looks... From this distance, it looks almost like a distant campfire.
Oh, I would like to approach cautiously.
I'm also.
As I
approaching.
do I notice any change in the sulfur smell?
It is very strong the further in the cavern you go.
I cover my mouth and nose. And I spur Iramir on like a horse.
Okay.
All right.
Bobby, you're still towards the back of the cavern. Are you following everybody else?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
stay close behind because I don't have a source of dark vision, so I need the light.
As you guys go into the center of this cavern, you hear hisses and almost like a slithering sound.
Ugh.
Oh, now my square's in the way. So just know this is all covered in fumes right now. I have to move my square out the way. As several fume drakes
Shit.
poke their heads out above this thick gas that was previously concealing them, and they have you all surrounded in between these rocks.
Oh god, team wipe.
Everybody, go ahead and start rolling for
For
initiative.
fuck's sake.
This is some shit. I don't have any
Roll for
spells.
initiative, suckers.
I got a 14.
I got a 13.
10.
I also got a 13.
Yes.
All right, 13, 10. Maple, what was yours?
14. Jeez.
14. Katniss?
13.
13. All right, go ahead and get Zalen out of this fight.
Freaking useless.
We could have tossed his body at him to make like a distraction.
Oh yeah, that's right. Zalen's been following you guys this whole time. He is currently talking to the Myconids in the previous chamber, trying to have sex with one of them.
Oh, lovely. Ew.
One of them got a natural 1, but the other one got a natural 20. Let me check
Oh,
something real
fuck.
quick. See if they have advantage or anything on initiative. And they do not. Okay. So this one's going to be my 20. Make this guy. Oh shit. One and a 15. Wow, these guys rolled really freaking high. And then
Seems good.
one. That's a 4. All right. All right. There's going to be 2 of these fume drakes taking their turn before we get to any of our players. Maple, you're going to be the first player, followed by Bobby. So Fume Drake 1 is kind of at the bottom here of your screen. And what he is going to do is he is going to open his little Fume Drake mouth. And in a
Oh no.
15-foot cone, he is going to let out a breath of fire. He's going to deal 4 points of fire damage to all 4 of the players.
No saving throw?
Oh, sorry. You're right. I got way too excited with that.
He's trying
4
to kill
points
us,
if
y'all.
you don't win the saving throw. Everybody give me a dexterity saving throw.
I need to give you 2 of those, right?
18.
Yes, Bobby, you do.
9.
9.
11 is my weaker one.
18.
Everybody who rolled under 11,
Oh, fuck.
you will take 4 points of fire damage. Everybody who rolled 11 or higher, you will take 2 points.
Alright. Hooray for my 11.
Doesn't matter what kind of damage, it's just damage, right?
Yeah, right now it's just damage, doesn't matter.
Okay.
At some point it will matter, but for right now.
It could matter for me if I'm raging, but I think I'm the only person who has a potential resistance to damage. It matters more to enemies sometimes, because certain types of damage are more beneficial to certain types of enemies. But most of us shouldn't really be affected by it.
Okay. So the next turn is going to also be a Fume Drake, who is going to launch a similar breath attack that's only going to hit Maple, Iramir, and Katniss. Bobby, you are safe from the second one.
Ooh.
And he's going to use his. Go ahead and do dexterity saving throws. The three of you, please.
I definitely failed.
I want to get a 19.
I got a 15.
All right. If you got an 11 or higher, you take 1 point of damage. If you rolled under an 11, excuse me, you get 2 points of damage. And that's going to bring us to Maple. It is now your turn. The closest enemy to you is going to be Fume Drake 3, but you are practically surrounded on all sides. And I think the path to go backwards is probably blocked by Iramir and Katniss and Bobby.
Is there a path forward right now?
Yeah, you could charge forward closer to Fume Drake 3, and then even maybe hug a rock and try and go around to Fume Drake 1 if you want. You have a few options here.
I was gonna say, is there another path though further west?
No, you can see the end of this cavern now. That glowing orange, at this point it looks more like an orb. That's pretty much the end of the cave. There's a little offshoot here, but you can see it goes into nothing.
There's an orb? Do I recognize what that orb might be?
It just looks like a crystal, but weirder than the ones in this room that you've seen already.
Is it an egg?
Holy shit, that has got my attention. I need to move. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a skip, hop, and I'm gonna go down to here.
Okay.
And I'm actually gonna use an action to equip my shield.
Okay. I'm gonna increase your armor class by 2 points. I like it.
You betcha I am, yeah. And then as a bonus action, who's looking the worst? Oh, right now.
I'm 6 out of
Actually-
11.
6 out of 11.
I'm 5 out of 10.
Yeah, I think maybe Katniss.
Mm.
Oh, never mind. I can do this. Because I can't see you. Never mind. Okay, I can do that. Fuck, I'm an idiot. All right. We're done. Whoops.
That was your turn?
Yeah, I blocked my line of sight. I don't know why I did that.
Well, I mean, you did get out of you prevented possibly a TPK by staying clustered with everybody, so probably a good move. But Bobby, you're up next. Katniss, you're gonna be after Bobby.
Okay.
So, is there a way for me to get around this one without provoking an attack of opportunity from this one?
Let me double check, but I believe so. Yeah,
So
so you
Really,
can.
I'd want to go around.
Yeah. Looking at these Fume Drakes, you can tell that outside of their breath ability, the rest of their moveset's going to be around their mouth, right? Because they don't have claws or anything like that to extend out. And they're not super long like a full-blown Drake. So you can assume they probably don't have the reach to go past that 5-foot range, and you were just outside of that range, so you should be good.
Alright. And then from here, I will. You know, screw it. I'll once again bonus action rage.
I'd love to see it.
Shit. Well,
Do-do-do-do.
I get an 11.
Do you get any bonus to your attack roll from raging, or is it just damage rolls?
It's just damage. I have
You
it so it's included now.
Oh, nice. You swing downwards with your great axe towards this Fume Drake in front of you, and as you swing at it, it just at the last second dodges. It kind of does like a little zigzag out the way and dodges your axe. You barely missed it.
Like Monster Hunter all over again.
Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
It's my bonus action and movement. There's not
All
much
right.
else I can do.
I'm just double checking. Katniss, you're up. Eramir, you're gonna be following after her.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I'm going to use my hand axe, but I'm going to use it for a throw
Okay.
on Drake 1 that looks like it has the best view of me. I think.
Okay. Are you staying on Eramir's back, or have you gotten down?
I'm gonna gently hop down.
Before you throw the axe?
Are
Yeah.
you gonna be able to see?
I've got the mace on my back, and I've got dark sight, dark vision.
The problem here isn't
She
the
is good.
light; it's the
Amount of
the
gas.
fumes, right?
But you
The
might also
thick
be invisible.
fumes that are obstructing your vision. So it's not darkness that's your problem; it's the obstruction of the vision.
How tall are they?
The obstruction is about 4 feet tall. It's filling up very densely at the bottom of this cavern.
I'm 4'5". So
Were
you just see my
I-
forehead and my eyes.
Were you 4'5" 5 minutes ago?
Yeah,
Or are
I've
you
been-
4'5" right now?
No, I've been 4'5"
I
the
think
whole
it's
time.
in her
Okay.
character
It
sheet.
is. It says I'm lawful evil female, dark brown, medium 4'5".
All right then. That is you can see well enough to not have any disadvantages
Thank
on
God.
combat then. As long as your eyes are above, and these fume drakes, they're kind of like making an S shape with their body, kind of perching up in an S shape, so you can see them as well. So there's no advantage or disadvantage right now for anybody attacking at this point.
Okay.
Luckily, Zalen's not here to suffer through this.
So I rolled a 14.
You definitely hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay. 1d6. 9.
9 points of damage? God damn.
Well, it's
And that's
1d6. I got a 6 plus 3 for my thing. My plus 3.
very nice. So that's Fume Drake 1, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Thank you. I'm just struggling here.
I do this on my tippy toes. Just so to ensure
Yeah.
for
so
theatrical, dramatic performance.
You
I'm
get on
my
your tippy toes,
Yeah.
and that extra inch or two probably makes all the difference in the world. As you nail this thing with your hand axe, it drives right into its, I guess you'd call it a chest on a snake. I don't really know, but like underneath its head, and it cleaves in there, does an immense amount of damage. As this thing is already pretty badly wounded. It's still able to put up a good fight, and it looks pissed off, but it definitely took a big hit there.
I look at Iramira and I like waggle my eyebrows.
Anything else for your turn?
I grab Iramir and I cast Cure Wounds. I grab her.
Is Cure Wounds?
It's touch.
Is that a bonus action?
Oh shit. No, it's not.
No, it's
Nope.
an action.
Damn it. Never mind.
Shit.
I don't do that.
I think
think
I
about
didn't catch
doing
that,
that, but
when
it
we were
doesn't happen.
when we were fighting the octopus, because I know you have a bonus action healing spell, but it's your fun one, not
Yeah.
the Cure Wounds.
Ooh, Iramir. I bring out my whip.
Your whip
Ow.
again?
Iramir.
Katniss, please.
Iramir, the goddess loves your pain, and only to please her, I have to heal you so I can hurt you again, or so you can get hurt again. Not me personally hurt you. I need you to please beg me to heal you.
I said please.
But it was a very pathetic please.
Please.
Okay, all right. I will accept that. That sounded really dramatic.
Go ahead and roll that 1d4 first.
2 plus 2. It's 2. But then I do the plus 5.
Wait. So you roll for damage first. That's the 1d4, and then
Okay.
you roll for heals.
All right, so 2.
Okay, 2 points of damage. So that's
Mhm.
gonna bring Iramir down to 4,
Fucking sick.
and then you can roll the healing dice, whatever they are. I forget.
It just says 1d4 in my notes. It says 1d4 plus 5 for the heal.
It should be roll 1d4 for damage, and then 1d4 plus. Oh, okay, yeah, I got you. Okay,
So I
Yeah,
roll the
you're right.
d4 twice or just once?
twice.
Okay, twice. Oh, 3 plus 5.
2
Eight.
plus 5, 8 points.
Hey, Betty. I'm back to full health.
See, a little bit of pain. At first, it pays off. You know, you get back to full HP in the end.
Pain
A little
and
bit of
pleasure.
pain for a little bit of gain.
That has to be the single greatest item ever. I love that whip so much.
I do too, but my fellow adventurers don't seem to like it.
That just
Such
makes it all the
dramatic
more
for the
fun.
player. Yeah.
She's like, Katniss, please.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No.
Okay. Iramir, you are up. You have a full HP pool now. You're surrounded still on 4 sides by 4 different fume drakes. What are you doing next?
Which one did Katniss attack?
1.
Fume Drake 1.
If I move towards Fume Drake 1, does that let 3 or 4
No.
hit me? Okay. So I'm gonna go in between these rocks. I'm gonna hit it with my longsword.
All right. Go ahead and roll your hit.
What's a B?
Oh, damn!
Oh, no, it's one.
Crit! Crit!
She's
Go
like,
ahead
what's
and-
up, B?
Don't roll your normal
That's
damage
so
thing
casual.
right now.
Okay.
What's your? Is it a 1d8?
2d8
1d8.
plus 2 is my longsword.
1d8 plus 2.
2d8 plus 2.
Well, here, what I'm gonna, the new critical hit rule that I'm doing is that if you can roll that first d8 on its own, and if you get like a 7 or 8, a really big number, you can choose to automatically double that number. If it's low, you can go ahead and roll your second d8. But
How
I just
do
wanted,
roll just the dice.
there is in the bottom left corner of your
Oh, I
character
see.
sheet, there's that d20, and just roll a regular d8, and we'll add your modifier at the end.
6.
6. So you can either choose to double to 12 or roll a second d8.
I'll double to 12.
All right, so 12 plus your modifier is 2, I believe.
It is.
So that's going to do 14 points of damage to Fume Drake 1, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Kill it.
Iramir, how would you like to do this?
I want to lop off its fucking
Yay.
head. I want his head to go flying
Go for it.
and hit another Drake in the face. That's what I want. So I'm going to take my longsword.
Like a
I'm
baseball
just
bat?
gonna yeah, literally like a baseball bat. I'm gonna slash it, and its head just comes attached from its body, and it sails through the air and hits Drake 2 in the face, and then flops on the ground and bleeds
Ew.
onto the dirt.
Got really detailed there at the end.
Yeah, well, I don't like when something damages me, so.
We can tell.
That's it.
Roll. I'm trying to figure out what makes the most sense here, because that sounds really cool, and I want you to roll a roll here. I'm just trying to figure out what I want you to do to see if you can successfully, you know,
Hit the
swing
other
this
one in the
head like a
face.
baseball, right? Exactly. I'm
Okay.
gonna say strength here, just a flat strength. So that's gonna be a d20 plus 2. You can just click on where it says strength at the top of your character sheet.
Oh.
And it's going to be difficult because it is quite a feat to pull off.
Oh, well, I only got a 12, so that sucks.
Yeah. You lop this thing's head clean off, and it goes towards the general direction of Fume Drake 2, but it does fall short, unfortunately. But its little Fume Drake head just kind of lands and tumbles across the cavern floor with its little tongue sticking out the side. Fume Drake 1 is no more.
We take those.
Yay!
Okay, that ends my turn.
Perfect. Now we have Fume Drake 4 is up next. Up at the top here. They're going to use their breath attack next on Katniss and Iramir. It's going to just hit you, Iramir. Just go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
And
Iramir, you're going to take 4 points of fire damage. Katniss, what was your dexterity saving throw roll?
Oh, it was 10, but a -1, so 9.
All right, you also take 4 points of fire damage.
are you 1 HP?
Yeah, I am.
Yikeroonies.
I don't have any
We just
spells
like death.
left.
I mean, honestly.
And then we're going to have Fume Drake 2 over here engaged in combat with Bobby. Bobby did try and take a swing at it already, so it's kind of distracted. And what does it want to do here? It's going to just go ahead and it's going to use its breath attack on Bobby by himself and hit him with that. Go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw, Bobby.
Unfortunately, because I have to roll twice, I got an 8.
It's all right. You're only going to take 2 points of fire damage. I got a really bad roll there, so you lucked out there.
Hooray!
And that's going to go back up to Fume Drake 3. He is not going to use his breath attack. And he is instead going to close the distance. Making sure I have my speed here. He's actually going to fly, so he's going to temporarily hover above this 4 feet of smoke and gas. And he's going to fly above that and go right towards Maple as he makes his attack. And he's going to lunge out and try and bite Maple. That's going to be a... It's going to be a 10. Does that hit?
No.
So he flies straight at you, and he goes to take a chunk right out of you with its razor-sharp teeth as it lunges out. You take your shield, and you just smack it off. And thankfully, you had equipped that shield, and you're able to defend yourself with that. And you are free of any damage on that turn. And now it is actually your turn, Maple. Bobby, you're on deck.
Is he still flying? Sorry, he's not flying. He landed,
He's
right?
not flying, right? He's maybe like hovering right in front of you. He's still though for you to hit him.
This is. It may sound kind of stupid to do this. I'm actually gonna use my action to disengage.
Okay.
I want to sneak past to go towards the crystal and get line of sight to Katniss. And I'm gonna use my bonus action here, and I'm actually gonna cast Healing Word
Okay.
at Katniss there. So it's 2d4 plus 3 for healing. Holy shit, you're cooked. You had 5. Enjoy 5 HP. I rolled a 1 and a 2. Oh no, sorry. 6. Sorry, plus 3. Basic math.
Yeah, because the modifier, right?
Yeah, there you go. You get 6 HP back, Katniss. And that'll end my turn, which I thought was a pretty unique
Okay.
turn.
And just so you're
sorry.
aware,
Yeah.
I was gonna say you are now like directly in front of this crystal. If you were at all curious about that.
That's what I was actually gonna start. Is like, I guess my action was unfortunately disengage, but am I able to glean anything of the crystal because I'm so close to it now?
What specifically are you doing? Are you looking at it? Are you trying to interact with it?
Trying to look at it first before interacting.
Yeah, okay. So you can look at it without an action. You see that it's glowing. orange, more orange than red, but it looks like it's glowing from on the inside, and it looks a little bit less like a crystal now that you're up close to it. And it has kind of a weird shape to it, maybe like almost like an oval shape. And it seems pretty big enough to emit light from where you were before. And yeah, that's what you see right now.
I would yell at this point to the group and say, "We got an egg!" That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, perfect. That's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Okay, Bobby, you're up. Katniss, you're gonna be following after him.
I will give her a swing. First roll is good. Second roll, maybe?
Second roll barely hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
You have to roll twice because you're hungover.
Yes. I have to roll at disadvantage. On
So
that and dexterity saving throws. So anytime they breathe fire at me, I roll at disadvantage on that too.
Disadvantage means you take the lower number of the two?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
It is
It's a miracle I've hit as many things as I have.
Yeah.
honestly, it is. It's supposed to be kind of like a great risk, great reward, and it seems to be just like a minor hindrance for you right now. But it's fine. So you do 12 points of damage, and I'll go ahead and do that. So, you know how when you go to kill a snake, you have to cut off the head? Like, if you cut off anything less, it's still alive? That's basically what happens here. You cleave down with your fucking great axe, and you cut down maybe like the lower quarter of its tail. You're aiming for its head, but it kind of wiggles out the way at the last minute, so you hit its near its tail area, and you cut that shit clean off, as it's now very injured, very weak, and pissed off.
All right. I'll take it.
Anything else for your turn?
No, that'll be all.
Oh wait, is there oh, you said you already added your rage into that factor, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
it's,
perfect.
It's +4 instead of +2.
All right, Katniss, that means it is now your turn.
How close am I to Drake 4?
10 feet.
Okay. God damn. Okay.
Maybe a little less, like 7, 8 feet.
Okay. I mean, 10 feet works. So because I have the whip in my hand from healing Aramir, I'm going to use it now as my melee weapon.
Okay.
So, please get a good number. Oh, 18 plus 3. 21.
Fuck yeah, you.
And then, yep. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say you definitely hit this thing. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay. D4. 7.
Damn, that's pretty good. For a whip. Yeah, you do 7 points of damage. Crack that bitch back. Pah! You hit it from 10 feet away, just at the edge of the reach of this whip, and it's able to connect very effectively. Gets this drake a little bit on the eye, perhaps, on the head of this drake, and it takes a pretty good amount of damage.
You should call me Katniss the Whipper.
Oh my gosh. Anything else for your turn?
Can I scooch a little closer for Aramir for a heal? Can I get a fucking heal, please?
I thought Maple
My
healed you.
stick's not enough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think you added it, but you should have a total
Oh.
of 7 HP right
Yeah.
now.
Okay, yeah, I didn't
Oh,
add it.
grateful.
Sorry. Thank you. I'm sorry. Got it. Okay. Yeah, I didn't add it. Hashtag math is hard. Okay. Nope, I'm
I'm
finished.
right there with you. Okay, Iramir, you're up.
Okay, so both Drake 4 and Drake 2 have taken quite a bit of damage, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna go around the rock to here. And then I'm gonna hit Drake 3. Hopefully. Oh, I got a
Okay.
B again.
No fucking way. 2 crits. All
Get
right.
it, girl. Get it.
Go ahead and roll another D8 by itself, and see if you want to keep that number or roll a second one.
Roll. 6 again. Okay, I'll just keep it.
Yeah, you could double that to 12 if you want to.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, double to 12 plus the 2 for your modifier, so 14 total.
Yes.
Oof, fucking A, man. These poor little drakes didn't know what they had in store for them. So if Bobby cut off like 25% of Fume Drake 2, you cut off like 75% of this one. He's a floating Drake head at this point, holding on to a hope and a prayer as you take your longsword and you just cut 70% of that motherfucker straight off, and it falls to the floor, drops, and he's just confused and angry as to what the fuck just happened.
Nice.
Anything else for your turn?
I'm gonna use healing, lay on hands healing to myself and just give me 2 HP.
Okay, absolutely. That's going to bring us to Fume Drake 4, who is looking a little rough, but not as rough as his friends. And he... He is going to take geometry class and figure out if this is possible from anywhere. It's like the DM version of metagaming. Okay. He's going to scooch over just a tad bit because Katniss did kind of just whip the shit out of him. So he's a little pissed, and he's going to attempt to do another fire breath attack against Katniss. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Simsalabim. 8.
You will take 3 points of fire damage.
Can we stop hurting me, please? God! I mean, I like the pain. Never mind, I take it back. I like it. I smile.
Taking a beating over there.
And
Just
then
pleasing
we're
your goddess more and more.
gonna go to Fume Drake 2. Shit. Okay. He is going to attempt to bite Bobby, and he is going to. What is your armor class, Bobby?
14.
All right. He narrowly misses you. He lunges at you, and you somehow, with all your dexterity disadvantages, are able to move and scoot out the way and dodge his attack. Brings us back to Drake number 3, who just got his ass kicked by Iramir, and he's going to turn around and try and take a bite at her. That's gonna hit. That's a 22. And that's going to be a 4 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And Maple, you are back up.
Maple, please kill this guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna. It sounds counterintuitive. I'm gonna fire a firebolt at this Drake 3.
Okay, go ahead and roll for damage.
13 to hit.
Yeah, you hit. You cast this firebolt, and it hits this Fume Drake. It hits it right in the face. I believe this is the Fume Drake that's literally just a face at this point because you leave the rest of it off. And it opens its mouth as the firebolt comes hurling towards it, and it swallows it and looks at you and gives you almost a smile as its teeth grin and bear at you. Takes 0 damage.
Yeah, I figured that might happen. I wasn't sure. I was like, oh, God, it could be, could not be. Sorry.
Wait,
how
he
is-
missed?
No,
No,
I
he
didn't miss.
hit
No.
it. He
It's
hit it
immune.
straight in the face.
Yeah, he's immune to fire damage. I figured he might have been. I should have
Oh.
I should have done frostbite. Sorry. Sorry, Katniss. How's your health looking? How Earmere, how are you looking?
He's
I'm
bad.
4 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm 5 out
Yep,
of 11.
I'm hurting.
4 out of 10 and 5 out of 11. It's kind of the same quick math.
I like
Yes,
the
it
pain.
is.
Okay. I'm gonna heal Earmere then. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Healing Word. 2d4 plus 3. That's 7 here for you, Earmere, to heal.
Dope. I'm back to full.
And I am out of spell slots. I'm done my turn.
All right, Bobby, you're up. Katniss, you're gonna be following after him.
All right, let's see if I can get lucky once again.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Oh,
It's
shit.
unfortunate. I need
Oh.
to roll twice.
Damn it. I'm sad that you have those debuffs because you would be kicking so much ass. Your first rolls are always so fucking high. But you narrowly
You know, with great action comes great responsibility or something. I don't know.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
should have just kept drinking, man. But you narrowly miss this fume drake, which by the way, you still have half a bottle in your inventory.
Yep.
Just throwing that out
I'm
there.
Well aware.
You miss this fume drake, zigs out the way, and yeah. Anything else for your turn?
Unfortunately, no, that'll be it.
Okay, Katniss, you're up.
Okay. Can I have like just a quick refresher?
Mhm.
What? Okay. So Drake 4 is how bad?
Drake 4 is in one piece, which is more than can be said about the other two.
Okay, yeah.
Drake 2 and 3 look very fucked up. They're missing pieces of themselves.
Okay. Fuck. All right. I'll go after Drake 4.
Okay.
Still with my whip. Because also I realized that my hand axe is in the Drake 1.
Yep. Let me go ahead and put a marker down so we don't forget that that's there.
I was, hoping Earmere would have picked it up for me, but it's cool. It's fine. It's nice.
Oh. My bad.
Actually, no, you're fine. You do that. Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
All right, is that a spell?
Yes,
Do you have enough spell slots for that?
I do, because I only used the one spell slot, the Cure Wounds.
But you also used Leviathar's Embrace at one point, right?
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. Damn. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, I'm gonna still use the whip to attack.
Okay.
It's very difficult because like the whip is good for one thing, but not. I can only use it once for the other thing. So very confusion. Okay.
And you can swap weapons out. Yeah. So you have action and bonus action, and the rule that I'm going with is that, you could use not your whole action, right? But as part of your action could be sheathing like your whip, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you could also say part of a bonus action was taking a weapon out. So it's kind of like mix and matching those two things, basically putting one in and taking one out.
Okay. All right. Well, I still have the whip, so I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna go forward.
Okay.
So okay.
Go ahead and roll to see if you hit.
I have 11.
Barely misses. The
Shit.
whip cracks in the air, echoes throughout this cavern, and just barely comes up short.
Okay. Can I tuck behind the rock? Just
Yeah, absolutely.
because I'm
You
low
can
on health.
you can absolutely hide behind cover.
I'm hiding. I am shrinking below. I'm shrinking. I'm barely bending my knees to hide.
I will say, just in the sake of fairness, that You are still in range of at least Fume Drake 2 and your maybe a shoulder for Fume Drake 4.
Okay.
So if you wanted to get more in cover for more safety, there's different
Like right there?
scales of covered, right?
Like there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm hiding.
Okay.
And I'm hurting.
All right. Iramir, you are up.
Okay, question. Could
Sure.
I pick up Katniss's hand axe and then walk to her in one turn, or no?
Theoretically, there may be enough room, so it'd be like 5, 10, 15.
I
5,
counted.
10,
I
15,
can walk
20,
30
25,
feet.
30. Yeah, so you could do that, right? But Fume Drake 3 is going to strike out at you if you try and leave from his little 5-foot radius. He's going to have an opportunity attack against you. It's not guaranteed to hit. He still has to roll regular, attack, but it's a risk.
Now, is picking up the hand axe, is that my action, or can I still have an action after?
I would say since it's in a dead, mutilated Fume Drake, it would not be an action because there's not going to be much resistance. If it's an alive person, I would say it takes an action to wrestle, an object out of a live monster or person. But I would say in this case, no.
Okay, so I'm gonna do it anyway, even if he gets an opportunity attack.
Putting this out there again for the sake of fairness, since it's not an action, there's nothing stopping you from taking an action first and then using your movement afterwards.
Yeah, I want my action to be to heal Katniss, so
Okay.
I have to actually get to Katniss in order to do the action.
No worries. I was just making sure that you're aware of everything. So yeah, I'll go ahead and roll my d20 for Fume Drake 3. It's 15. What is your armor class?
18.
Yeah, he tries to bite at you, but he's the sad little floating Fume Drake head, and he misses, and you are free to move from his reach now.
Okay, I grab a little hand axe,
Okay.
and then I come up here to Katniss.
Iramir,
so-
please.
I'm gonna use healing hands.
Ooh.
You got this.
Calm down now.
And I heal her 6 HP.
Where do you hold me?
I'm just holding her hand.
God.
I'm not close enough to do anything else. I just grab your hand and heal you.
Hold on.
Why?
It should be fingertip to fingertip.
So you smited the octopus.
Okay, so
And
healing hands is not a spell.
Lay on
It's
hands. I think.
it's an action.
no,
So
it
I
is
already
healing hands.
used lay on
I think.
hands. I'm out of HP for lay on hands, and then healing hands I get once per long rest.
All right,
So it's
I'm
the last
very
thing I can
sorry.
do for healing.
You are absolutely right, and that should be Katniss back up to full HP.
I'm alive. I
Don't
wink.
take any more damage, so I can't heal nobody.
I wink at her.
Hey, Iramir,
That-
if you don't mind, I'm gonna mark off your spell slots just so it's easier to keep track of.
Oh, I thought I already did.
Maybe you did, but I don't see it on mine. I thought it was shared, but it might be.
Oh, yeah, it
might
says
be
it on mine.
Simone's. Okay.
Yes, I've used all my spells. All my healing stuff is gone.
Okay. All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
All right, Fume Drakes, they are up, all three in succession. It's not very nice. Okay, Fume Drake 4. He's going to fly over. He's the most healthy looking one. He's going to fly over to Iramir. He saw some movement and he wants to attack. 18 exactly.
So it hits, I'm guessing?
You're so lucky you got healed.
Your armor class is 18, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it hits just barely. And he's going to do 3 points of fire damage.
Okay. So how come sometimes you roll a dexterity saving throw and other times you don't?
Different attacks.
Okay.
area of effect attacks, like the fire ones, generally you can like partially dodge sometimes, so that you might get a reduced hit. Whereas direct attacks, you don't get a chance. Usually, depends on what's being attacked with. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
One thing. Okay, and then Fume Drake 2 is going to attempt to bite Bobby. And he got a natural one.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
Nice.
say that it slithers to attack you. Again, missing the lower, let's say 25%. So it kind of like slides around on its own blood. Because this one's not flying yet. It was still on the ground. And it kind of falls in its own blood and goes completely prone and is now proned on the ground because it rolled a nat 1 and really fucked up there.
Does this mean I can roll at a neutral advantage?
Yes, it does. The advantage and
God.
disadvantage cancels out. Fume Drake 3 is going to come up next. Not a good roll there. So he's going to go after Maple in the corner. This floating Fume Drake head. Going to make a pathetic attempt to attack the druid. It's going to be a 16 to hit. What's your armor class?
Son of a bitch, I only have 15.
All right. So he bites you. Is filled with that breath of flame that he had absorbed earlier. He actually does. Let me make sure I get the modifier right. He does 6 points of fire damage to you, Maple. Oh, jeez.
I am going to cast Absorb Elements.
Oh.
Which I can use once per long rest.
What does that do?
So the spell captures some of the incoming energy, lessening its effect on you and storing it for your next melee attack. You have the resistance to the triggering damage type until the start of your next turn. Also, the first time you hit with a melee attack on your next turn, the target takes an extra 1d6 of damage of the triggering type, and the spell ends.
Maple.
So you went, yeah.
I thought you used all your spell slots already.
It's not a spell slot. It actually doesn't count as one. It's a reaction, and apparently I still have access to it with the spell slots being used.
That sounds weird.
It's not.
I'm with you. I've got
If
all
it's
my spell
something that he
slots.
gets as part of like a racial
It
ability.
is. It's part of a wizard class.
But it's still a spell in your spell slot, is it? Hold on, let me check your actions
I
here.
don't know. It's letting me use it still, even though everything else I can't use.
Oh, I see.
There
It
are-
has everything
there are
else
some
is
things
grayed
that
out.
are treated separately.
Okay.
It just says once per
Oh.
long rest. That's not like a spell slot
Oh.
consumption.
Yeah, that should be a
Same as
separate
mine.
spell.
Gotcha. Yeah, I do see where it says once per long
And
rest.
the
All right.
damage type was fire damage, you said, right?
Yes, it was fire damage.
I did roll a 6, so I didn't take any damage.
Dude. Let me read this description. That sounds
Yeah,
fucking
that's
awesome.
absorb elements.
You have resistance
spell.
to trigger until the start of your next turn. The first time.
Because that shit would have downed me. I only have 6 points left.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. You. So just to paint this picture properly, you had previously cast a firebolt at this thing. It ate it with its mouth and smiled at you. Then it closes the gap, and it goes to bite you with its mouth of flame. That for some reason does fire damage instead of piercing damage. But hey, I'm no rocket scientist. And as it bites you with this flame, you just look at it and smile back as you absorb all that fire energy right back into your own body, negate everything that it did to you. That's fucking cool.
Oh, that was scary.
And it is actually your turn now.
Well, that bitch is fireproof, so I am gonna. And this one's looking really rough, right? This is looking pretty.
It's a floating head.
Yeah, I think
It's
that
a
was
floating drake head.
Okay, that's the case, then I'm gonna cast Frostbite.
Ooh.
Okay.
So it's a cantrip, so I don't have to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kraken.
You cause numbing frost to form one creature that you see within range. They must make a con saving throw. On a failed saving throw, the target takes 1d6 cold damage.
I rolled a 16.
Bitch. A disadvantage. Okay. Okay, well, then you take no damage.
Oh my god, can you just kill this thing?
I can't.
I got it to like 1 HP.
I'm useless tonight.
Everybody getting so mad their mics are cutting out.
She's
I'm useless tonight.
I'm trying to figure out why the fuck we brought a tree along with us.
Are
Trees
they
don't attack.
flammable?
They don't look into it too deeply.
It's the syrup that keeps you alive. You're moist.
I healed. That's
You
it.
did.
You
did
healed a
heal.
lot. You healed a lot of people.
Wish I could cast shit
Um,
water. My turn. That's all, folks.
Okay. Bobby, you're up. You have a prone Fume Drake in front of you, so you're going to have a neutral throw. 1 die and 1 die only.
Shit!
Bobby.
Oh, no!
You've been rolling so good.
Bobby!
You... So again, just to frame this Fume Drake on its turn got a nat 1 against Bobby, slipped in a pool of its own blood as it's profusely bleeding from the bottom of its tail, and now Bobby rolls a nat 1. Finally feels confident that he's gonna just get this on the first try, cleaves straight down with his axe and hits the stone floor of the cavern and lodges his axe in the floor.
Tonight is depressing.
Is there a?
No.
I will say you can use a bonus action to retrieve your lodged axe.
I will use that bonus action to retrieve my lodged axe then.
Oh gosh. Okay, I'm assuming that's the end of your turn then.
Yes.
Okay, Katniss, you're up. you got some highlights to follow. Iramir, you're on deck.
Okay. So Drake 4 is standing right in front of me. I still have my whip. I have full fucking HP. So
I gave you your axe.
and my axe. Yes, and my axe is back. Thank you.
And my axe.
I touched Iramir for good luck. So I'm gonna. Let's see. I am going to. Well, she handed me my hand axe, so it's in my hand.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to throw it at Drake 4. I'm gonna throw it.
All right.
So you're picking it back up yourself.
If I don't die, let's just say that, because you know it's been that kind of night. I rolled a 16.
You hit.
Yay!
Go and roll for damage.
Okay, 1d6 plus 3. Okay, so this one. 8.
All right. 8 points of damage. That's going to it's going to do a significant amount of damage to it as you throw this thing straight into it. Doesn't hit the head, unfortunately, but it does hit deep into its again, don't know what you call a chest of a snake, but somewhere below its neck and head, and is cleaved into there, just like it was with Fume Drake 1.
It's
And it is, you can see the blood kind of pouring out
Ugh.
from where you threw this axe. It was a very effective hit. He now, even though he's in one piece, he looks as fucked up as the other 2 drakes.
Finally. Okay, finally. And I take, I take a step further into the hole behind the rock because, you know, I have my health.
Okay.
I don't want to get rid of it. Okay. That's it. That's
All right.
all I can do. I don't really have anything else right now.
Perfect. Iramir,
Okay.
you are up.
I'm gonna try and hit Drake 4 with my longsword.
All right.
I rolled a 22.
I really thought that was another nat 20 at first. 'Cause I saw the 2. You definitely hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
6.
What is this, Drake 4?
Yes.
All right, you, something about you and slicing drakes. You again cut a significant portion of this motherfucker off. And I don't even know how to describe these things. This guy's hanging on by a thread. He's like an eyeball at this point. Like there's there's so little of him left.
Okay. I'm just gonna scooch back a little.
If you move, he will take the opportunity of
Oh,
attack. I'll give you one
off.
warning.
I'll
Next
stay
time
right
I'm just
here.
gonna straight up roll. Okay. End of turn.
Yep.
All right. Next is
No, wait, so
Fume
why
Drake
could
4.
Katniss move backwards, but I couldn't?
Because she wasn't within 5 feet. She was just outside of the range.
Alright.
All right, that didn't work. So let's try this.
It's because I throw my hand axe, not go up to it and hit it like a baseball.
23 against Iramir.
Okay,
This floating set of teeth and an eyeball
What the fuck?
takes a bite at Iramir with a 20 what did I say, 23 to hit, and does 4 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And then we go up to Fume Drake 2. Fume Drake 2 is going to use, I believe it's an action to stand up. So he's not going to be able to attack. He's just going to stand up and get back on his own tail, whatever. Not 2 feet because he doesn't have those. Fume Drake 3. Shit, okay. He's going to attempt to bite Maple. He's going to get a 22.
You chicken shit. Yeah. One.
It is 6 points of fire damage. Again.
I faint to the ground.
Okay.
No, not our tree.
And
I
you
smell. Get it? Ba-dum-bum.
are next up on the list here, so
I
you are
am-
going to make a death saving
Death
throw.
No, it's
I just-
funny. It's been a long time since I've done those.
I've never done one myself, to be honest. This is
I'm just gonna
nerve-wracking.
use. I'll use the
Oh.
auto roll so it tracks. So I'm rolling right
I've lost
now.
a character to death saving throws.
I
What'd
like
you say,
this
Maple?
character. I'm just gonna use the auto roll feature like it's on D&D Beyond.
Okay, just do a straight d20.
Yeah, I don't think that one passed.
Oh, I don't see it.
12.
No, you're good.
Oh, it's 12. Oh gosh, it's so slow on my screen. Sorry.
Dude, I don't see it in D&D Beyond. I don't see death saving throws. Are they tracked anywhere?
Yeah, I've got a little green dot on the success right now.
I don't see them. I'll trust you to keep track of them then. So that's one success.
Yeah,
So that's good. Very good. So that's the end of your turn. Bobby, it is your turn again. Fume Drake 2 is up, so it's going to be disadvantage again if you choose to attack him. Oh my gosh.
Well, the second one was a
roll
nat
that
20.
loud.
Oh. But, I mean, you still hit, though.
But it's
May not
good
get your
enough.
crit, but you still hit. Let's go ahead and roll for damage. Who is this guy? I did critical damage.
Oh.
It's
so
okay. We'll
minus
use
4.
that first roll there. That was a 7. Was the first roll plus the
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
That's
11
11.
damage.
All right, Bobby. How would you like to do this?
I wind up for a mighty cleave and chop it from head to whatever remains of the Fume Drake.
Straight down the middle.
Straight down the middle in half. And it falls apart like a split banana.
Hell yeah, it does.
Ew.
That's nasty.
Fume Drake 2, now 2 separate pieces on opposite sides of each other, wiggle around the last remnants of the life it had, and then the wiggling stops. 2 remain. Anything else with your turn, Bobby?
I will move up to this other fume drink.
Okay, very well. Katniss, your turn. Iramir, you're up next after her.
Okay. So I have my whip because I threw the axe. Jesus Christ.
I guess I'm gonna ask, are we playing with flanking rules?
No.
That's unfortunate for me.
I would like to use Sacred Flame.
Is that a cantrip?
Yes.
All right, go for it.
So it says Dexterity 12 for my hit DC. What's that mean? What's that mean?
That means that I need to roll a 12 or higher.
No, they're
I
immune to
rolled
flames,
A
aren't they?
natural 1.
Hey, take it, bear, take it. Shut up.
I mean, that just means that Fume Drake 4 didn't save from it. If he is immune to the damage you're doing, that's another story.
Okay, so
But go
1d8.
ahead, go ahead.
1d8 of radiant damage. Oh god.
Oh, it's
7!
radiant, but it's fire.
Yep.
I got a 7.
Uh,
Sorry, I got very excited about that.
No, that's super good. How would you like to do this, Katniss?
Isn't it just teeth and an eyeball?
Yeah. It's on 1 HP. It was on 1 HP.
So, okay. So remember that one time I had that guiding light and it was with both hands and I like did this
Oh,
big
yeah.
thing and it just whizzed over their head?
Yeah, I remember.
So I gather this up in my hand. Like, it's just one hand, you know, because it's a little thing. It's Sacred Flame, little tiny.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of flick it and it pops the eyeball.
Ooh, nice.
like a blow dart, just right like right on it, and it just pops.
Like a grape.
Yeah, oozes.
Love it.
And I feel like, you know, inside I get some of my cool points back from the guiding light incident.
Yeah. Definitely get some cool points as this small remnants of the Fume Drake head just pop like a small balloon, or rather, like Iramir said, a grape, as the rest of the blood just explodes out. You hear the little teeth that were still hanging on clatter, fall onto the floor. 1 Fume Drake is left. Katniss, is there anything else for your turn?
I'm thinking. No, I think that's all I really have.
I'm
can
gonna
you-
go ahead.
Can you use like a cantrip and do an action, or isn't that the same thing?
No.
Okay, yeah.
Unless the cantrip is specifically a bonus action, of which there are very
Okay,
few.
I don't have any. Like the only
Exactly.
bonus action I have is like the whip. So
Yeah.
I don't have any
Bonus actions are very
bonus
rare
actions.
because they're super powerful.
Mm.
Since you can use them in conjunction with other things.
Okay, so yeah, then I'm finished.
Okay.
Okay. I'm
That
gonna
brings us
bend
to
down.
Iramir.
I'm gonna bend down and pick up Katniss's axe,
Oh,
hand it to her, and then I'm gonna go up to Drake 3 and hit it with my sword.
All right, let's see what you got.
10.
You swing, and you come up, since this is a floating head, you come up just short. You don't go high enough,
Great.
and it's still floating above Maple's corpse. Or
I know,
not
you're
corpse,
not
sorry,
talking, Mr.
not
Tree.
corpse. It's a knocked out body for now.
All right.
Anything else?
No.
All right. It's going to bring us to Fume Drake 3. Okay. It's going to be a 17.
My armor class is 18.
Barely misses. Snaps
Thank
at you.
fuck. That was so scary.
You're able to block it with your shield and deflect his bite, and you live to fight another day. As for Maple, that is to be determined as you make another death saving throw.
Yeah, save. Oh, sorry. Just give it like 30 seconds.
The dramatic pause adds to
This
it.
is why I switched browsers.
That is a fail.
9.
Okay.
One save, one fail.
One save, one fail. Bobby,
What do you have to roll?
are up.
What's the save threshold?
I think it's higher than a D10, or it's higher than 10. Or
Right.
A 10 or higher, you succeed, and then.
Oh,
anything below
okay.
10.
Bobby, it's your go.
I need to sprint my way over to this other fume drake. And once again, prepare to attack. Motherfucker. 13 instead of the net 20.
Damn. Well, you still hit. Barely, but you hit. Go and roll for damage.
13.
13 damage?
Yeah.
Bobby,
What?
how do you want to do this one?
Is this the one that's just the floating?
Head.
Floating head.
Mhm.
More than the floating teeth, but still not a lot that was left.
So, seeing that it's very weak, instead of hitting it with the sharp side of the great axe, I flip it to its side
Oh,
and
shit.
pancake it against the wall.
It is currently kind of beside that glowing orb. Are you going to pancake it beside that orb or beside the cave wall?
I like directly across from where I am, like straight ahead of it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. It is flatter than a pancake. It is less than an inch thick by the time you're done with it. You flatten that bad boy. And that is the last of the fume drakes. You guys have successfully fought off the ambush of weird, smoky snake things. And your friend still lays down on the floor in not so great shape.
Somebody should help him up.
Yeah, I'll reach forward and grab an arm and try and pull him to a sitting position. I don't have anything to heal him with, though.
But you can help stabilize the person.
Stabilize me.
How do I stabilize?
It's just an action you can do.
Okay, I stabilize
Actually,
him.
a medicine check. That is
I've got
DC
healing
attached to it.
potions. I'm sorry. I've got healing potions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those healing potions exist.
Mm-hmm.
I've got an extra 5 very questionable healing potions. Oh, excuse me. Maple.
Is he even awake?
I'm not awake.
Let's see.
You could still like pour it down his mouth.
Yeah. So I.
That's like Narcan, you know. You can administer to an unconscious person.
Can I see if he like smells it first, like a smelling salt? Like, can I waft it under his nose? And then
You
nothing
could.
happens. Nothing happens, right? Because it's a questionable healing potion. So then, like, I look at Earmir and I make a really disgusted face and I pry open his mouth and I shove the bottle in there.
All right.
The whole bottle?
Maple.
Well, yeah.
Hi.
It's questionable. Who knows if it's gonna work or not?
Maple.
This is for the
As-
syrup.
Hi.
As the recipient of this questionable healing potion,
Yeah.
please roll me a d4.
Shit. Oh, Maple.
I rolled a 1. You know, keeping him at the Ashima today.
You really rolled a 1?
I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1.
All right, Katniss, you administer this potion to him. And with your general knowledge of healing potions, you know that if you administer a healing potion to somebody that's knocked unconscious, they should very quickly stand back up on their own 2 feet, but Maple continues to lie motionless.
Okay, so I throw the glass
Maple.
vial behind me, right?
How many of those did we buy?
5. So I whip out another one.
Maple, before this next potion is consumed,
Death
roll
roll.
a d20.
Wait, D20 or death save?
It's the same thing. A d20 for the death save. I'm sorry, I
Okay.
forget that on D&D you have a separate section for that,
Yes,
but yeah.
Yeah, it's
Damn.
okay. I'm just Succeed. 15.
All right, 2 succeeds.
Maple, you have to want to live here.
I look at Aramir and I say, "You've been calling him a fucking tree all night. What do you think?"
I ate fire.
God.
He's
All
basically
he
a
needed to do was
matchstick.
punch that Drake in the face, and he just threw 2 spells that did nothing.
You know, the longer you talk, the closer
I,
that he's gonna have to take another death
I'm
save.
putting another potion in his mouth, like a
All
bottle.
right,
Okay.
Maple,
I'm,
go.
I'm holding
Roll a
him to my
D4, yep.
chest like a baby.
Okay, I want to re-roll because it fell on my keyboard. Sorry, give me 1 second. It wasn't in an upright position.
Okay.
Oh, a 2. Okay.
Roll another D4.
This feels like bullying. It's a 1.
It's a what?
A 1.
A 1.
Oh, that's you come to consciousness with 1 point of HP.
Jesus fucking Christ. Hey, syrup boy.
It wasn't RPing. I was coughing. It just
I
happened.
was gonna say it smells like bonfire.
That sounded really good.
I am so glad that our friendship is rooted in trust.
Oh god.
You're the worst.
It is not. I did it for the maple syrup.
And it's oozy out of me at this point. So
I stick my finger in it and I lick it.
Weird.
Okay, guys, we are we are 15 minutes
yeah.
until time. I'm just giving you a time check.
Okay.
So we can keep going a little bit longer, but once we get to a point where I have a feeling it's going to be a larger event, I'll go ahead and stop us.
Deal.
I personally can't afford another large event. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah,
Damn.
I need a long
Yeah.
fucking rest, bro.
I
me
also
too.
need a long rest.
Yes.
Can we grab
So-
this egg and get the fuck out of here?
Yeah. Can we grab it?
Yeah, you are standing in front of this crystal oval thingy that you guys are presuming to be some type of egg. So, yeah, you could do whatever you want to do with it and go from there.
Bobby, go grab the egg. You've got more health
She
than all of
tells
us.
Bobby.
I'm gonna
He's
step
got
back
more
from the bed.
health.
Yeah, I will attempt to retrieve the egg.
Okay. You put your hands around this thing you're calling an egg, and it feels hot to the touch. So much so that your fingertips feel a strong burning sensation.
Oh, I do not continue to try and grasp the egg.
Can you put a T-shirt over your hands?
What's a t-shirt?
You have a spare
Ah.
t-shirt for me to use.
Give him some leaves.
Tree. I don't shed leaves.
You got leaves on in your picture.
He's got berries.
Oh, I do. You're right. I do have leaves on my picture. Oh my god, I have berries. I still have 5 berries left. I didn't use them all.
It has been less than 24 hours, so you still have the remainder of your berries. You have what would be a total of 5 HP.
Okay, can I consume those?
Yeah, we'll say because you're the maker of these berries, they're very dense, remember? But because of how fucked up your body is right now, it could probably use the extra nutrients, and you also are a frequent partaker in good berries, so we'll say it flies.
Okay, I'm feeling a lot better now. Just out of curiosity, shit. If I use frostbite, could I cool it without damaging it?
You could try, see what happens.
What does the group think about me trying that?
I think that the egg was hot. There are dragons in the area. and it's emitting some type of weird gas. So I'm personally concerned that this is a dragon egg or something. And if we mess with it, then we're just gonna invite a whole bunch of shit.
That's fair. Maybe we can just let the Myconoids know that we cleared the room and there is an egg in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what do you think, Candace?
I don't know. That's fine.
Bobby?
Sure, works for me.
Okay, so we're leaving.
Without the egg.
Well, none of us can pick it up because it's too hot.
So when you touch the egg, I will say that it's hot to the touch, but it sounded like, Bobby, as soon as you felt that it was hot, you retracted your hands, right?
Yeah.
So people that, work with especially like chefs, stuff like that, people that work with hot surfaces, their hands could be attuned to this. So basically what I'm getting to is you could attempt a constitution, call it a constitution saving throw, to see if you're able to withstand the heat that's emitting from this thing.
Okay. Can I do that?
I will be upfront with you that there will be damage associated with it if you fail the constitution, because you're basically committing at this point to grabbing it and trying to pull it. So there is the constitution saving throw determining whether or not you take any kind of heat fire damage, and then also there's going to need to be some kind of strength check to see if you can actually pull it out, because it is very much so lodged into this almost appears like there's a hole in this cavern. And the smell of the gas is the strongest right here. And yeah, I'll leave it at that for now.
Okay. I mean, I'm at full health. What do you guys think?
I'm 4 HP, so I'm not doing anything.
I'm half a tree. I'm not doing it.
Okay. I'll do it.
I will make another attempt if needed.
Okay. I'll go first. That is a
All right.
13 plus it's a 12 for my dex.
For your constitution?
Yeah. Or yeah, constitution. Oh no, that's plus 2. So 15.
15? It's hot. You touch it and you feel the flames. And you kind of bite down, lock the fuck in, and you're able to work through the pain as you continue to pull on this object. Now go ahead and give me an athletics check to see if you're
I
able
love
to.
the pain.
Yeah, I was gonna say work through it. I'm like smiling. Okay. 11 for athletics.
You pull and pull and pull and pull until finally you and only you come tumbling back and you fall on the floor of the cavern. You almost had it. You wedged it out a tad bit, but you didn't quite pull it out.
Bobby, it is your turn.
Constitution saving throw, right?
Mm-hmm. You're avoiding the fire damage coming off this thing. God damn, son.
Damn, bud.
17.
Just like Katniss, you embrace the heat. You may not get as much pleasure as she did from it, but you definitely are not bothered by it. Go ahead and make athletics check.
I'm probably not still raging anymore. So
Yeah, what's the time limit on that? Like a minute or something?
if I actively try to extend it, it can last up to 10 minutes.
It's up to you. I'd say it's been less than 10 minutes since the end of the battle. Probably right at that threshold, so your rage would probably just be ending. It's up to you.
If it's still active, I do get an advantage to athletics. So it does make a difference.
Yeah, we'll say that it's still active. It's probably like the last 60 seconds of your rage.
The exact same number.
Okay. So Katniss had kind of loosened this thing up a little bit, and then you come in there. Again, you don't feel the heat in the sense that that it would hurt you, and you pull, and pull, and you can see why Katniss was struggling with this so much, because it is very lodged in there. And again, it seems like there's a hole that's like in the side of this cavern. It's very unusual what this hole is. And you put your foot down on the side of the cavern, and you're using your foot and your arms to all pull back at once as you... It comes loose. But just like if you're playing tug of war and the other side let go of the rope and you lose the resistance you're pulling against, you come tumbling backwards while this, what you're calling an egg, goes into the air.
Oh shit.
Bobby,
Can I make a reaction to catch it?
how close are you standing beside Bobby?
I'm like, I would be probably like 6 feet back based on the where he would have been.
6 feet. Listen, I will either allow Bobby to make a dexterity saving throw, which will be at disadvantage because of his hangover effects, or Maple, I will let you make a dexterity saving throw, but it's going to have a higher DC, so you'll have to roll higher than Bobby would have to roll. I'll let you two metagame for 1 second to decide
Bobby, what
which
do you want?
route you'd like to take.
Bobby's been
Bobby?
rolling better.
He's been rolling way better than me.
Yeah.
Bobby, take it.
You guys have this like mental communication almost where you're like reading each other's facial expressions on like, do you got this? And Bobby nods in agreement. I got this. Make 2 dexterity saving throws because you're at disadvantage.
Holy shit.
That first one
This-
was scuffed as fuck on my screen. It launched straight into the corner and like got stuck.
Oh no.
This, as you're calling an egg, flies through the sky. Bobby goes to catch it, and his arms make like a little alligator mouth and just clap with each other as he completely misses. As it falls to the ground, it shatters, comes open.
Is it the red mushroom?
And a fire snake emerges.
Oh no!
Bobby.
And that is where we will pick up
We're
next
gonna
week,
fucking die!
rolling for initiative.
We have no spells.
We're gonna die and it's
We're no
Bobby's
hell.
I have 4 HP.
Okay, this might be a team wipe. This is bad. Okay, just out of curiosity, if you
You
should have
what
left
would
the
the
cave.
DC have been? What would the DC have been if I was gonna catch it?
Since you're 6 feet away, I was gonna say 18.
Oh, dude, I would have rolled a 19.
So it was an
No.
egg.
It was an egg. You guys called it immediately. I was trying so hard not to say it's an egg, but it's an egg.
The totally not an
Well.
egg.
And as this thing came out this hole in the cavern, I'll add that as soon as it was freed from Bobby, even before it fell and cracked open, the smoke in the room started to get sucked out into this hole as it seemingly started floating up. And also at the same time, you see the sunlight from overhead is reflecting. There's a bunch of crystals inside this hole as well that are reflecting the sunlight that's coming through some type of vent or access to the surface, right? And so all that light's being reflected amongst these crystals, and then those crystals reflect into the cavern you're looking in, and this entire cavern is reflecting that sunlight, refracting it, I should say, and it is now a very bright light inside the cavern. No more smoke on the ground that's all being pulled out and sucked out and vented. And now it is a very, very bright room. In fact, if you were to look directly at the crystals, you'd probably be temporarily blinded because it is, secondhand sunlight, essentially.
Hot damn.
But all the
Secondhand
gas is
sunlight.
getting sucked out.
Yep,
Yeah.
all the gas is getting sucked out. You,
Thank God.
I know what I'm
you
gonna
kind of
do when we
deduce
get-
that
when
it's
we come
a
back.
natural vent of some sort that was originally pulling the gas out until this egg had somehow got lodged into there.
Well, we stumbled upon the answer, and now we're gonna die.
No, because I'm
Yeah.
gonna cast thaumaturgy and call the mushroom people into the room with us.
Ooh. Assuming they understand you.
I'm gonna say help, help.
We're trusting the
Um,
mushroom people to save us.
Bitch, what else we gonna do? We're gonna die.
You should do it.
I will
to
say
wake up-
that as Katniss thinks of this idea, that does sound very cool. She also remembers the adult mushroom they were talking to said this is the forbidden room,
Oh, fuck
and that the light
Wait,
that
wasn't
is
Zaylin
in the
trying to have
forbidden
sex
room.
with him? So maybe I can call Zaylin into the room to come help.
I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
Zaylin would have been the one to
If
call,
Zaylin is
This bitch.
not indisposed, he could come and help,
Ugh.
or maybe come and help. We'll see.
Oh,
Okay.
we got whips and that.
I wonder if I don't know. We're gonna have to talk about this, guys. I feel like we have to have a sidebar conversation without the DM here.
Metagame so hard.
Yeah, like we gotta have a call after the call.
I feel like I'm gonna turn around and run out of the room. So
Well, I
I
can
don't know
do-
how y'all are gonna do it.
I can create a sound that originates from a point of our choice, so we can try to draw its attention away from us.
You're assuming this thing cares about that sound.
It opens its
Maybe
eyes.
it's not
It-
angry.
It hatched from an egg, mind you. It has never been alive before.
Maybe it's gonna imprint on us
It's my
like a duck.
baby.
No. Hold on.
Damn
Not
it.
done. It's never been alive before, but the second that egg cracked and it comes into existence, breathing air on its own for the first time, it sees all four of you in the room in front of it and looks at you with an intense anger, disgust, and rage.
Yeah, okay. That's how I thought of my parents at 1.2. It's okay.
It sounds like my wife, yeah.
All right.
Okay, we'll address those in next week's therapy session. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna call it. That's 1 minute after midnight Central Time, so that's pretty good
I
timing.
love it.
Wait.
I thought tonight's combat stuff was super fun. It's a lot more engaging than the zombie encounters we've seen, so I had a good time. I hope everybody else had a good time despite all the suffering that was had.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like the fights.
It was fun.
I almost died twice.
Hey,
Yeah.
I was doing death rows. I get it, yeah.
But did you die? Almost.
I did not die.
Oh man. The dice. My new dice are doing so good tonight. Like fuck that electronic dice.
I'm going back to like
Yeah.
After all
I
that,
like
you're
the
going
electronic
back.
dice for
There's a reason I
dramatic
gave
effect,
up
but-
on my physical dice.
I just bought
They're
Digital
cursed.
die treat me dead. Digital die just treat me better.
I mean, they really do. You had some really good
Yeah.
rolls
Yeah.
tonight. That was
Dude.
ridiculous.
If you didn't have the disadvantages from the hangover, you probably
Oh,
would
yeah.
have cleared that dungeon in less than half the time.
Bear got like what, 2 nat 20s? I got a nat 20.
Yep.
Yeah, if
I
only
rolled.
Cat could do his fucking job.
I rolled so low the whole night. It's so bad.
At least it wasn't me this time. That fucking guiding light was such a bummer.
Oh, that was hilarious though.
No, it was so bad. I was so embarrassed. I was like, and it was our very first like D&D session. I was like, I'm not coming back after this. It's embarrassing. Ugh.
I get it.
We'll never let you live it down, Cat.
Oh god, no.
It's rough out here.
I mean, it really is though, Bear. That's the whole thing. It really is. All right, do you guys have anything to say before I end recording?
No, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a great session. Thanks again for everybody that joined tonight. I know you guys are like the core group that has been pretty consistent through the whole thing, so I appreciate it. I hope the games are as fun for you to play them as they are for me to DM them, because it's been a good experience so far for me.
Yes, I look forward to it.
Yeah, we appreciate it. It was awesome. Thank you.
Like I said, I
I-
just spent $60 on new stuff, so yeah, I'm happy.
I'll do one side note after the recording's over, just real quick before we all
Okay.
depart.
Let me